The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
It's time for the Some Kind of Radio Show with Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew here on Karma Radio. Call now at 330-673-CHAT. That's 330-673-2428. Now, let's give a rockin' welcome to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Once upon a time, 4 of the best pilots in the U.S. Air Force trained to fly into space.
That's where we're going.
And they flew at the speed of sound to the very top of the sky.
They were destined to be the first.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to meet the first American to cross into outer space.
But our country had other plans.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. 11 days ago, atmospheric tracking determined that Russian satellite Icon will re-enter the Earth's atmosphere in 30 days.
Now,
the guidance system on this thing is a dinosaur.
the only men for the job
Is there anyone still alive who can fix this thing?
are the boys.
I can't fill up a space shuttle with geriatrics.
Clock's ticking, Bob, and I'm only getting older. NASA wants to send us into space. I told them I'd only do it if the original team did the job.
I'm gonna need to pray about this. Why the hell not?
You and your entire crew will have to meet the exact physical requirements as any other astronaut here.
Go.
These men are the pioneers of this business.
My damn teeth.
Damn, Jerry.
They were around when rockets were born.
Stick to their protocol, will you, Hawk? My kill.
Sock it to him.
I have never met a kid who didn't dream of being an astronaut when he grew up.
You ever meet a kid that wouldn't grow up? Thank you, God.
Welcome to space, Frank.
You'd get a load of this.
General, just what sort of modifications have your people made here?
I'm not getting this crew killed, you included.
You miss, you're never gonna make it back to the ship. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be hard.
And the transmission.
Come and take a ride, take a space ride with the Cowboys.
8:09 here on a Friday night here, Karma Radio. Earl McCune back in the chair after a month. It's been a month, Tony.
Yeah, better late than never.
I'll tell you, better late than never. Well, it's good to be back. It's good to be back.
You know, some people call me the Space Cowboy, some call me the Gangster of Love. Some people call me Maurice.
Something like that.
Oh, so that's what they called you in that movie.
Yeah. Well, we are doing Space Cowboys, and, you know, of course, a good song by Steve Miller Band.
Mm-hmm.
Space Cowboys.
Space Cowboys, yeah, there you go. Hey, everybody, Earl McCune back after a couple weeks off, well, 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
And I was on vacation for 2, and last week I couldn't be here because I had to work the regular job. I had to go cover the old workstead there, as they say. Feel free to give us a call tonight. We're here till midnight. 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. I want to introduce everyone tonight to my panel. Of course, in the studio with me, Tony the Comedy Killer.
Indeed.
And, of course, as always on the phone with us, Mr. John Sinsel.
Yes, hello, everybody.
And joining us tonight, I called in a marker. I called in, and I called a good friend of ours, and I said, hey, I really need someone else to sit in with us. And she volunteered graciously. Jen Mitchell. Hey, Jen.
Volunteered? You put a gun to my head.
Oh, yeah, right. I put a gun to your head. That's right.
You did, too.
Yeah, I did not. I did no such thing. But if you say so.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. And it'll be just the four of us tonight here on the show. And we're going to be talking about a whole ton of stuff. We're gonna talk about some stuff in the news going on. We're going to, of course, talk about the NBA playoffs. That's in our repertoire tonight. Of course, we'll talk about our movie Space Cowboys, which had Clint Eastwood and the late James Garner and
Tommy Lee Jones.
Great Tommy Lee Jones, and of course
Donald Sutherland.
That's right. And also James Cromwell was in it. He played the general, kind of like the jackass of the movie. But, he played the antagonist more or less of the film. But great story. It's one of those. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. You can find it usually. It's usually playing somewhere on cable. Most of the time. But
or that red box thing.
Yeah, exactly. That red thing. You can get it there. But one of those great fun stories. It's a little bit lighter, harder for Clint Eastwood type of movie. But Clint, of course, has that. That I'm only getting older, Bob. He has that. He still. He has his inflections and his tones in this. But it's one of those stories. It's a far-fetched as hell story. Don't get me wrong. Where they basically they get four guys who were basically the beginning. They were in the Air Force program before NASA.
Yeah.
And they were getting ready. They were flying all those X-38s or whatever, and going up to the almost to the height of being in outer space.
Yep.
And that program in real life got canceled for NASA. That's when they brought in the chimps and they flew up, the first things. But then those guys pretty much got outed, and they didn't get to go into space until years later. You got, brain fart. You have Dr. Corvin, who was played by Clint Eastwood. I was trying to think of the guy's name for a second, the character's name. He designed a guidance system for Space Lab, and somehow ended up on a Russian satellite.
Yeah.
And this thing is mega massive, and they can't go catch it. They have to actually fix it in space. And the only person going to fix this thing was Clint Eastwood, and he goes, I won't do it unless my original team goes with me. So you got a bunch of guys in their 60s flying in the space shuttle to go fix this thing, and it's...
And the thing is, too, it's funny, is it almost went true to life, because you got to remember, in the 70s, they sent John Glenn up to orbit the Earth.
Right.
So, they sent a geriatric up into space in real life.
Oh, yeah, later on, on Discovery, That's who he flew on Discovery years later as part of an experiment on how they were comparing aging and how to help aging process on Earth and all that kind of stuff. So. But we're going to be here tonight till midnight. We're going to just we're going to touch on the news. We're going to touch on our fun horror scopes tonight. Throughout the night, we'll play some Mad Libs later in the last hour. We got a lot planned. We got best of Hilljack Bob's Top 10. Hilljack will not be in the studio tonight. He's going to be doing we got a pre-recorded best of tonight. And, of course, we got another best of Troy's Tantrum Time with Troy Froman going to be playing a little bit later on tonight, too. So, got a lot planned, a lot going on. Here's the thing. Since I haven't been, on, kind of wanted to share my vacation with you guys if everyone wants to hear about it. John, you were there. You lived it with me. So... John and I sporked in the bed no, we didn't, but in all seriousness, so we went out to Reno, bowled the National Bowling Stadium tournament, the USBC National Championships, and just want to let everybody know I sucked.
Hey, it happens.
You didn't need to let us know that. We kind of already figured that out long ago, Earl.
Yeah, thanks, Jen. Appreciate the help.
You're welcome. I love you.
Yeah. See, she loves me. She loves me. Everyone loves me. Most people love me, but then again, there's that long list of people that don't, and I just tell them to take a number. But in all seriousness, I'll tell you what, the funny thing about that trip, we had a good time, John. We had a pretty good time overall. We had a good time. We got to see the sights. We got spent a lot of time at the Silver Legacy. We were there a lot.
Yeah. Yes. When you doing good thing at the blackjack table,
I did fine at the blackjack table. I was we did have a good day at the Atlantis at the blackjack table. We had one good day there.
Oh, we certainly did.
Yeah, we had a great day. It was you and me and Deb, and we sat down, and we were all winning. We were all up a decent amount of money that day, and we had a good time there. We played some good blackjack. Basically, everything I lost bowling, I won in blackjack. So, I mean, kind of broke even for the week we were out there. But I will say this. I was out there 7 days. That's a long time to be in Reno.
Yeah.
That's a long week. Because I'll tell you, I got there, got there on a Saturday. And got... it was funny, I got in, and, the trip had some ups and down moments too, but I will share this, and I won't name the hotel where we stayed at because I don't want to bash these people publicly. But
I'll name the hotel you were in. You were in the Base Motel.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, that was pretty close. It was pretty close.
The No-Tell Motel.
The No-Tell Motel. Yeah, with a casino on the bottom floor. But let me tell you about this hotel. I get in on Saturday, and Deb got in a little earlier than me because she's still out down in Alabama, and she'll be back in a couple weeks. But I went, she got off the airplane, got my bags. All right. She goes, "What do you want to do first?" I said, "Let's go eat. I'm starving." I mean, this was 15 hours of travel for the day. I mean, because I flew out of Akron, Canton, flew from there to Chicago, then from Chicago to San Francisco, then San Francisco to Reno.
Yeah.
That was a long day. So I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to just go eat. So we go to my favorite buffet, and we stop. We eat there, had a really good meal. They had prime rib, they had crab legs. I mean, you name it, they had it. It was on the buffet. It was good. It was great. Fantastic. By this time in the evening, it's probably close to 9 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm just ready to just... It's midnight, back here.
Yeah.
I'm ready to crash. I'm tired. I was up for like 24 hours before that prayer, so I was up like 30 straight hours at this point. And I'm ready to just crash. We walk in our room. Turn on the lights. We had 2 queen-size beds in this room.
Yep.
Okay. Turn on the lights. As soon as the lights went on, all you see is bugs scattering on the beds.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, hell no.
Nope.
Yeah. I'm like, really? And I'm like, this, and all I kept saying to Debbie was, this is why I didn't want to stay here. This place sucks. I mean, I knew it off the, it was one of those, it was cheaper,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not staying here. I don't. So we call down to the office, and we're like, well, what do you want us to do about it? What do you mean? What do you want me to do? What do you mean? I want out of this hotel.
Yeah.
I want out of that hotel, or I want something done about it. And they're like, well, our manager's not in until tomorrow. I'm like, well, who's on duty? Who's your manager on duty? Let me talk to them.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get them for you. So they'll come up and talk to you. So we're sitting there for like 35 minutes. Our bags, thank God, still packed.
Yeah.
We didn't even unpack. And we're sitting there, and I was like, screw it. We're going downstairs. So we go down. I'm like, hey, I've been waiting to talk to this manager for 35 minutes. Well, yeah, they're on a phone call. I don't care. Get them down. I don't care. Get them now. And this is how bad it is. I mean, they were rude. They were just awful about everything. Finally, the manager comes out. Goes, well, what do you want us to do, sir? I was like, well, you can do 2 things. I said, you can refund my money, and you can refund it right now. Well, we can't do that. I'm like, what do you mean you can't refund my money? Well, we can. We're not holding you here to stay here, sir, but we can't refund your money. I'm like, well, what do you mean you can't refund my money? Well, we can, but it'll take anywhere from 7 to 14 days to get your money back. I'm like, well, that's not doing me any good. I'm like, well, sir, and then they kept saying, well, sir, we're not forcing you to stay here. I'm like, well, actually, you kind of are, because the money I could be using. Here's the deal. I brought so much money with me. Okay, I don't have pockets so deep where my funds are unlimited. The money I could have got for another hotel, I would have had to spend my spending money for the week. I'm like, I can't do that. And I was like, refund my money. I don't care what you got to do. Get it back to me now. And I'm like, well, sir, we can't do that. It takes 7 to 14 days. And they just refused to budge. I said, okay, well, what can you do for me? Well, we can upgrade your room. I'm like, oh, you can upgrade my room to another. Well, you can have smaller bugs. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how I felt. And Deb and I are both going, well, I says, here's the thing. I says, you upgrade my room, fine, but it better be clean. There better not be anything, and it better not be on the same damn floor.
Yeah.
Like, well, no, we'll move you to the very top floor, which is usually our suites.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, we'll check it out. So they go up, they send a team up there they're going fine-tooth comb on this room. And the room we ended up with was pretty nice. So, we get through the week and whatever, and all right, check out, no problem, whatever. Thing's been paid for a while, okay? I get home, this is a week later, get another $430 charge on my credit card. Like, whoa. Wait a minute here. I said, I'm talking to Deb. She's still down in Alabama. We're on the phone conversing, and we're looking at this, and she's like, yeah. And then we're both looking through the bank statements, showing where we already paid it, and when we found it, they double charged my credit card. Of course, we call the hotel. Well, sir, we didn't take a first payment. We only took the one. I'm like, no. I got proof here in my bank statements to show you took a payment a month ago.
Yep.
And you took, because I did it all through a travel site, so I paid everything in advance. And they're like, oh no, we just held your file. Like, no. Full charge. What I was charged came out of my statement. It's gone. You guys charged me again for the hotel. Well, sir, we don't see that in our computers. Like I said, I can fax you what I have to show you that I paid you.
Yeah.
And I've been battling these people now for about a week and a half, and they still claim they only took one payment. So I'm going to have to go to the next level.
Dispute it through the bank.
Dispute it through the bank, and then because they're still denying that they took a second payment.
Yeah.
And I said, you guys owe me for. Then here's the explanation they gave me. This is even better. They said because they upgraded the room, they had to charge us more. I'm like, oh no. I said you guys offered to upgrade me, so I didn't go screaming that you guys had bugs. Through your rooms. I said you guys offered to take care of me, to keep me here, and because I couldn't go. I mean, because really we were held kind of hostage at this hotel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what in the hell, people? And they're like, yeah, that's what they told me and Deb both. Deb talked to him, I talked to him, and they're like, yeah, because we upgraded your room, we had to charge you the upgrade fee. No, it doesn't work that way.
No.
So I'm disputing through the bank, and the bank told me they would definitely, because the bank goes, yeah, we see where you paid the travel site, and you paid it twice. Why would, even the lady I talked to at the bank, and I just went there today too, and I talked to her, and she goes, she says, I don't know why. She says, I don't get that. So we're going to get it fixed. I mean, it's going to take some time. I think the bank's going to reverse the charge on that one for me, because I said, I'm not paying for something twice.
Yeah.
And they're going to...
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. I've been battling this for 2 weeks now, and these people are... And I'll tell you what, I mean, I even told them, I was like, look, I'm on national internet radio here. I said, you want me to bash the hell out of you guys? I mean, I won't do that, because I'm above that. Yeah. I won't name the hotel, but I mean, it was just a bad experience. I mean, don't get me wrong. We stayed there. It was nice. It was decent. It was always clean.
Yeah.
But at the same time, just the way the staff treated us.
Yeah.
I mean, any other hotel, and John, I mean, you've been out there enough. Any other hotel's bending over backwards for you to make something right. This hotel, they just didn't do it all. They didn't care. I mean, they're like, well, you can go somewhere else. I'm like, no, I can't go somewhere else. I want to go somewhere else, but you guys got the money I would need to go somewhere else. You guys are holding on to, and I'm not. Because here's the thing: they also, in the process, and I left this out. They said they were going to go ahead and give us like complimentary meal buff vouchers and all that, and take a couple days off the room rate and all that. They never did any of that.
Nope.
Everything they said they were going to do, they haven't done any of it. They didn't do any of it. And I'll tell you what, I wrote a really nasty public thing on their Facebook.
Yeah.
And I wrote a really nasty review. And
do a review through the travel site that you booked through.
Oh, I did that too. I wrote a really, really nasty review.
I only booked through one travel site. I mean, well, I should say two, because I like Captain Kirk's.
Mm-hmm.
The whole
I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I like him just because if I'm going
that's who I went through.
Well, you'll get that, but then they might dump you off at a hotel. But now instead of telling them what you want to pay, nowadays they've modernized it to where you click, I want to stay in Reno. It's going to give you a list.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you get a whole nice list of stuff. And they're all pretty much the same anymore. I mean, really.
Or the homeless scruffy guy that compares all the travel sites, yada yada, which is a good one only because it's going to give you 20 different sites on one page. Right. But now I use a certain.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
I use that religiously just because the reviews are right on. Like when I go to Niagara Falls, Canada, I want to go through and book, and this one's a pretty well-known site. So
let me add this: I also went through the bowling thing because USBC. I also went through them on this whole hotel thing because this hotel is a sponsor of the damn tournament.
Yeah,
I contacted USBC.
Yeah,
and they're pissed.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're like, well, we're going to help. They even offered to help. Get it straightened out. I'm like, well, great, because I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, they owe me like $430. I mean, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not paying for something twice.
That's not chump change.
And it wasn't chump change, and the hotel really wasn't worth what we paid.
Yeah.
I mean, John, I'm sure you would agree to that.
I would certainly agree with that. I say we should, next time we're staying 3 blocks down the road.
Oh yeah, exactly. And and I frequented that. They have a really nice sports book too, by the way.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in there. That's for sure.
I remember a few months ago. Sorry, John.
Watching the playoff games.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed going 3 blocks down the road. That was for sure. And next time I go out there, that's where I'm going to go. I'm not going to. Of course, I'm not giving no names, please. But I mean, in all honesty, I mean, the trip was good. I mean, we had a good time. We made the most of the trip. We checked out some sites. We took some nice pictures, and I drank a lot.
You might as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was drinking the I was drinking the vodka down pretty good. I mean, John and I both were. We were having morning breakfast cocktails with vodka and orange juice. I mean, you can't go wrong there.
Well, heck no.
No, and
especially when the bottle was only $4.
Yeah.
Well, because we went down to the drugstore and we found a $4 bottle of vodka. I'm like, yeah, okay, this stuff's not going to be good, but we're not drinking it straight. We're mixing it, so it doesn't matter. We're just having a good time. I poured them a little heavy. I mean, they definitely were poured a little heavy. But they were good. They were definitely good.
You might have to. I mean, I made mojitos for anybody that doesn't know what a mojito is. Rum, sugar, mint, lime juice, yada yada. It's kind of a refreshing drink. I'm not a rum guy myself.
No, I'm not either.
If I'm going to drink booze, I'm going to drink gin, I'm going to drink whiskey, and I'm going to drink scotch, and that's pretty much about my 3.
Right.
So I go out and I have people over before we come out here to Kent to party with the 15,000 nut jobs out here because my birthday follows Halloween weekend.
Right.
So when I have people over and I'm like, I'll make mojitos. I found the mint. The lime juice was easy to track down. So I use 7-Up instead of Club Soda.
Right.
Sugar, and I knew how to make everything. I go out and buy some cheap-ass rum that's like $3 a bottle. And you wouldn't have been able to tell the difference between it and Bacardi.
Right.
Just because it's being mixed with everything. It's not like you're drinking rum and Coke.
Right.
So.
But yeah, I just wanted to take a few minutes and just kind of vent about my vacation. I mean, the vacation was good, but like I said, and I do want to thank, again, there's some people I have to publicly thank here. Of course, I want to thank Steve Jones for covering our time slot for 2 weeks. He did a always fantastic job with his music show, and then of course I want to thank T.J. Dillon for a couple of reasons. For doing the show last week.
Yep.
Yeah, he did the best he could. He did a good show, and then I want to also thank him for watching my dogs for the week, and then of course I want to thank Tony the Comedy Killer here for picking me up from the airport.
Yeah.
My flight got in early, but it still got out late because we're waiting. I was waiting 35 minutes on my damn bag.
Yeah, and I'm at the airport. I had no problem. I pulled in. It was sprinkling a little bit. No big deal. And I've never been to Canton Akron Airport myself.
Yeah.
I've been to Hopkins a million times in Cleveland.
Right.
But so I pull in and I see their departure and arrival terminals are the same place.
Right. Exactly.
Whereas it's different in Cleveland. You've got a departure lane and an arrival lane.
Right. Yeah. Cleveland or Akron just a lump. It's just there.
Just a lump lane. So I pulled over there, flipped on my 4-way, stayed with my car so I wouldn't get towed.
Yeah.
And I didn't remember what airline you flew in offhand. So
United.
So I just parked somewhere and I'm like, okay, I'm in front of a Southwest terminal. seeing the signs that said no smoking,
Yeah.
I walk out on the other side into the regular parking lot.
Yeah.
Go to have a smoke. What do I hear come over the loudspeaker? Smoking permitted in designated areas only. Please remain with your car in order to avoid it being towed. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to sit in my car and smoke because I'm too close to your friggin' door here.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the big thing. The last time I've ever flown on a plane was 2007. I flew to Phoenix.
Right.
It's like, first thing I wanted to do after a 4-hour flight was get off the airport, get my bags, and have a smoke.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, we're going to take a quick break.
One other thing here, and then we can go to break, I think.
Well, we're already going to break.
Hold that thought.
Hold your thought. We'll be right back, everybody. Some kind of radio show, Karma Radio.
KRMA Internet Radio. Hi, this is Handy Randy. Tune in every Tuesday night for the Handy Randy Rock and Roll Show. I have a different theme every Tuesday. It might be the Beach Boys, it might be the Funk Brothers, and I have great, interesting guests as well. So every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, it's the Handy Randy rocking your socks off on Karma Radio. And give me a call, 330-673-2428.
John's Outdoor Military Store. It's a gun shop. It's a military surplus store located at 9375 US 224 in the old Deerfield Schoolhouse. John's Outdoor Military Store, where they buy, sell, and trade guns, featuring Silver Stag and K-Bar knives, ammo, and holsters. Stop in and shop and check out their monthly sale items. This month's items are t-shirts and ammo. That's John's Outdoor Military Store.
Hi, I'm Maggie Fuller.
And I'm Alistair Crowley.
Listen to us daily from 3 to 6 for
funny news, contests, traffic, weather, and complete nonsense. That's my department.
Give us a call, 330-673-2428, and tell us what you think.
You won't be sorry.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Is that smoke I smell? Looks like a fire out by Ridgecrest.
We crashed the X2.
My $4 million X2? Is that the X2 that you're referring to?
We did break both speed and altitude records, sir. And beat the free fall mark by 30,000 feet.
3 planes in 10 months. That's bound to be a record too, Hawkins.
The engine failed. The aircraft went into a flat spin. We couldn't recover.
But you made it. That's the important thing. And you made it just in time, Frank. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I am Major Bob Gearson of the United States Air Force, and I hold in my hand a directive from the office of the President of the United States of America. It reads, effective immediately, the Air Force's formal involvement in outer atmosphere testing and exploration is hereby terminated. A new civilian agency, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, is this day chartered. Project Daedalus is now complete and designated mission accomplished.
The Air Force is out? What about the pilots? Who's going to be the first American in space?
Well, a decision has been made after an exhaustive search. We have identified who could best carry out a mission of this magnitude. This job calls for toughness, both mental and physical toughness, and in the tradition of the best of the Air Force, an ability to follow orders to the letter. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to meet Mary Ann, the first American to cross into outer space. Oh, look, Frank, she wants to shake your hand. You bastard. Shake her hand for the cameras, Frank. That is an order.
$8:36 here at Karma Radio. Give us a call, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428, as we salute the movie Space Cowboys from the year 2000, which starred Clint Eastwood, Tommy Lee Jones,
Donald Sutherland,
and of course
James Garner.
Late James Garner, and
Mr. Jim Rockford.
Yeah, that's right. One of my great movie. I mean, it was one of those just quirky comedy movies, and it's funny. I was reading some of the trivia about this. These all four of the co-stars. Basically the youngest of them all was Tommy Lee Jones, and he's 54 when they did it. I mean, this was 16 years ago, so I mean, he's 70 now.
Yeah.
So I mean, but he was quite a bit younger than the guys that were on there. Hey, we already got a call. Shall we take it?
Shall we?
Let's do. Good evening, Karma Radio. You're on the air.
Oh, hi, Otto. I see you're back from your vacation.
Hey. Hi, yeah, I'm back from my vacation. How are you?
Thank God. I mean, last week's show was it was irritating and boring, and I just recently woke up from it.
Okay.
Horrible, I tell you. Like, doesn't even the paint dry.
The paint, is your paint dried yet?
Oh, my goodness. The only thing missing today is Debbie. Is that right?
Yeah, Debbie's not here tonight. She will be back. I'm looking at the calendar.
2 weeks.
2 weeks from tonight. That is the plan.
Is that DJ Dillon there?
No, he's actually not all here tonight. He's going to be in the seat again next week hosting the show because I got to see.
Oh God, they'll be going down again.
No, the worst part of the show is when that Troy Froman calls.
Yeah, that guy. I'll tell you.
That's the reason I'm calling, is because I'm so happy that you're rerunning his tantrums that were so wonderful.
Oh yeah, we're rerunning that. We're going to run that here in just a little while in the 10 o'clock hour.
Talk about somebody trying to live 30 minutes off of 15 minutes of fame.
Except this time you have to beep out all his cussing. That's a shame.
Well, that's
the best part.
But we were able to beep out all his swear words and everything. But
that means there's only going to be 2 seconds of him left.
Yeah,
about 3.5. But that's okay.
That's about 2.5 seconds too many. But
can you tell me what time he's going to be on?
Well, let's see. Right now, let's see. It's 8:39 here Eastern. Just after the 10 o'clock hour Eastern time, so about another hour and 20 minutes or so.
I'll set my egg timer. I gotta go. Bye.
Okay, bye. Gotta love Troy.
Oh yeah.
I think I know that one.
Yeah, I wonder who that was. Yeah,
a little shameless self-promotion.
Yeah, well, no, not Troy. No, not Troy.
Poor guy. I asked him if he remembered the number he wore on his jersey on that Saved by the Bell show, the whole 3 episodes he was on. And, you'd think you'd remember something like that.
Earl McCune told me the comedy killer here. Johnson's on the phone. And Jen Mitchell. We haven't talked to Jen much. Hi, Jen. Jen?
I've just been plotting. When I'm quiet, I'm plotting.
She's plotting. See, Jen's plotting. She's plotting my death. You didn't know that? She's secretly planning to take over some kind of radio show in a future date.
I missed my Jen-gasm.
Yeah. Oh.
Well.
Well, no. Here. I learned through.
Who's this now?
Call. Well, who we got now? Oh, I know who this is. Hang on a minute. Let's take this call. Karma Radio, you're on the air. Who do we have?
Somebody in Tennessee.
Somebody in Tennessee. Hello, somebody in Tennessee. Josh, how are you, buddy?
Is this Elvis?
No, it's...
All right. How you doing, Earl?
I'm doing good, buddy. How are you?
All right. Welcome back, Earl.
Thanks. It's good to be back. I'll be here this week and then gone again for a little bit.
Really, you have to go?
What's that?
You have to go, really?
Well, I have to work again next Friday. I have to do my regular job next Friday again. And then let's see. This is how weird it is. TJ Dillon's going to be. He's got to take 2 weeks off to go do some. He's got other obligations. So that forces me to work. But Deb will be back in 2 weeks. So, 2 weeks, Deb's going to be back in the seat. Deb's going to host a show for like 2 or 3 consecutive weeks. So I think I'm going to be gone for like 3 or 4 weeks again. But Deb will be back in 2 weeks.
And then Dylan's show that he's gone 6 to 8, I will be covering.
Yeah, that's right. And then and you're going to be covering that. So we're going to be kind of bouncing around doing a bunch of stuff. This is going to be kind of an interesting summer right now. Just trying to get, because here's the interesting thing. I'll tell you guys a little bit interesting trivia here. TJ Dillon and I work at our regular job. We have the same regular job, and Dillon works in my department, works for me, and. So basically the way it is right now, we're shorthanded, and we have to make sure we have coverage. So right now, we normally have a third person. That third person don't work with us anymore. So it's got to be either me or him there. So we opted to we're going to switch off for every other week, and then it's just crazy right now. But we got to make sure we're covered over there and here. So he came in, did his show, but he's going basically straight to work, and then I'm off tonight doing the show here.
Yeah.
But next week I got to go over there. But I will be in. I'm not going to say I'm entirely off because I'm coming in after work.
Yeah.
After work.
Kind of like you did.
Kind of like I did a few weeks back.
Yeah.
I'm going to come in after the 10 o'clock hour and take over after 10 o'clock. That's. So
then in a couple weeks, I'm taking a weekend off.
Right, and then then we got Deb coming back.
Yeah,
and
once Deb is back, then yes,
things will go a little. Things will be a little easier once Deb's back. That's for sure. But
and then I gotta find out when my friend in Chicago wants me to come visit. Do I fly into Midway or O'Hare?
You hear the silence is deafening.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should advertise for Debbie's return.
What's that?
You should advertise for Debbie's return.
I'm not advertising until I know exactly what date she's coming in back home. I'm not going to advertise her return date. Not till I know for sure. I mean, it's still we roughly know when she's coming back. I hope it's the week. I hope it is because that would make life easier. Because if not, then I'll have to get a guest host to come in here and do a slot for us again. But it's just a little bit goofy right now. But we're hanging in there with the coverage. I mean, we got a lot of stuff to get covered. And you think, okay, we got all these people here, but at the same time, we got it's a little tricky, with everything, and I've got to fix this here so it doesn't fall down again because I'm having a technical issue. Don't mind me. Just.
Well, you have a lot of issues.
I know I do. Thanks, Jen.
Yeah.
You forgot to thank me, by the way, when you're going down your list, because I had the daunting task of having to babysit you.
Yes, you did.
The first week or so when Deb went down and you were still at home. So I did call him, and I even texted him to make sure he was staying out of trouble.
Yes, you
and not
did.
playing with peanut butter and goats. I don't want to explain why. No, this is what I.
Peanut butter and goats. Yeah, Jen. Right. I do gotta thank Jen. She did keep me away from the goats. The peanut butter, that's another story. But
and the sheep?
No sheep. No sheep. No sheep. I'm not into the animal thing area. That's kind of gross.
No bestiality.
No bestiality for this boy. No bestiality because we don't do that. This boy don't play that game. And but anyway, I'm just trying to fix this setup here. I think I can unplug that. There we go. Unplug my deal there, so that way. There we go. But so Josh, what's new, buddy? I haven't talked to you in about 3 weeks.
Oh, I know. Just my birthday on Wednesday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yep. I feel like an old fart being 33.
Oh God, 33, old fart. Come on, man. 33 being an old fart.
Don't even. Guys can be 99 and it'll still be okay, but if you're a woman and you're over 35, you're invisible. So don't even go there, dude.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, that's a different story.
Hey,
okay, she's right. I'm not gonna question that.
Hey, I'm getting ready to turn 43, and I'm still a sexy bitch.
Well, okay,
I'm 44, and that's okay too. I'm still the queen sexy bitch. It's all good.
There we go. Okay.
Damn Skippy.
I'm surrounded by sexy people, and I'm
Hey, what about me? And all in their mid-40s, though.
Yeah, I'm. Here's the thing. I'm surrounded by sexy people, and I got ugly me on the radio. but that's why I do have a face for radio and a voice for a leaflet. I mean, I wouldn't even say newspaper. I mean, I go with just one of them little leaflets you get in your car, advertisements in your car windshield there, I might have enough voice for that. But, yeah.
Other than that, Earl...
Good time, call Earl.
Earl, just want to say hi to you, and I got to get ready for our busy flea market in the morning.
Okay. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's going to be it's Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have Memorial Day weekend and all that.
Yeah, Pigeon Forge is packed right now.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, there's a lot of travel going on right now. I mean, there's a lot of people going a lot of different places right now. I'm choosing not to. I'm just going to stay here. I'm not going anywhere.
We already had our trip.
Yeah, we had our trip.
I just want to say real quick, Fernando and Matt Wilson says hi.
Oh, they said hi? Okay, well, you pass along to them hello. Okay, for me.
It's a big finish for you.
Okay. And a big finish for me. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and let you the rest of the show, Earl.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye, Earl.
All right, bye-bye. All right, everybody. That was Josh from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. One of our very, very loyal listeners, good friend of the show, good friend in general, good guy. Yeah.
And I got a couple of hellos to say. I know we got a certain listener in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Awesome.
Bernadette. I gotta say hello to her. And I got one that's out in not too far from here in Reminderville.
Ah.
You ever heard of Reminderville?
Nope.
No? Have you ever heard of Aurora?
Mm-hmm.
Jug Lake?
Oh, yeah. Okay, enough said.
Little offset community there, and it's Reminderville.
Gotcha. I remember Jug Lake.
Doesn't remind me of nothing.
It reminds me of there's nothing there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing there now.
There's going to be one of those big superstores.
I heard all about that.
We don't have it in this area per se.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go into a Wally World, how all of them have went superstore.
Mm-hmm.
The true chain that started it all, that's out in Sandusky, Northwest Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar Mayer, if you get my drift.
Yeah, I know.
Jen, do you guys got any of those out in Chicago?
Of what kind?
They're called Meyer.
Oh, yeah, we have them here.
Yeah, we're finally getting our first in Northeast Ohio. I've been to one. It was, I think, in Sandusky. We came back, stopped there after going to Cedar Point or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk into this place and it is massive.
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember in Cuyahoga Falls, were you up here when Twin Value was open?
Oh, yeah, I remember Twin Value.
I mean, we used to go in there in high school, all drunk and wander around, and, it was always great hiding in the clothing racks when people were trying to pick out clothes at 3 a.m, we'd be like, pick me.
You're in the women's underwear section. I know you. Tony was hiding in the women's underwear, and he was going around telling people.
And he was also sniffing the bike seat. Pretty sure of that. I love you, Tony.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, lots of love on this show tonight, everybody.
But yeah,
lots of love.
But yeah, and it's it'll be a nice place once it's open. But the good thing about them, they're going to have on the side of the building or something. They're going to have a mural of old Geauga Lake.
Oh, really?
Because the water park's still open.
Yeah.
So, but on the normal land side that had all the rides is where they're gonna build this huge, ginormous thing.
Right.
I'm just waiting for them to open up the Costco in Boston Heights.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting because I've seen all the, they're advertising, get your members. They got little tents all over town.
Yeah.
All over the place. Get your membership because when I lived in Alabama, they had one right next to my work. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I started seeing it. I saw one here. I'm like, oh, no kidding. They're going to have because I'd go there. I mean, I'm not going to give them an endorsement or anything, but I'd check it out because I love going to do bulk shopping.
Yeah, versus the other two that we have in the area.
Right.
There was one in Mayfield Heights when I worked at the mortgage company in Beechwood.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a couple exits up.
Right.
And I liked going there because, when I use my American Express, they have a tie-in with Amex that I get my restaurant my 5% cash back.
Gotcha.
And shopping there.
Yeah.
And I think
kind of the same deal.
And I think their quality's way better than the other two that we got.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they were good. I liked them. I went down there. When I lived in Alabama, I frequented it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I did a lot of shopping there. I was actually really impressed with the place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wish we had them back in Ohio. Now we're going to get one.
In Boston Heights as opposed to Mayfield.
Right. And that's not going to be too far. I mean, because I live in the Falls, so it's
a couple
exits up for me. I'll check it out. absolutely.
I'll drive the 20 minutes up there. I mean, I live in South Akron. I'll drive 20 minutes up there.
Oh, yeah. It'd be worth it. I mean, just in good deals. And, I mean, like I said, I'm not giving the place a big plug or nothing, but, I mean, it's good to see a lot of these stuff you see out south and out west starting to come into Northeast Ohio. I mean, that just says, it just tells you we're booming. We're starting to grow. I mean, we really are. And that's positive. I mean, it's a positive for the area. I think it'll create jobs. It's going to create...
and they're a great employer.
Yeah, from what I've heard. I heard they're one of the top employers in the country. You know?
I mean, they pay their people great benefits, yada, yada. Now, the only thing we're missing that they've closed a few of are Hooters.
I know.
We had one in Niles. It got shut down and turned into, from what I heard, was a gay bar.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I never went in there after the Hooters closed.
Yeah.
Used to be one in Menor.
Yeah.
It got closed down, and then there used to be one on the flats.
Well, I'll tell you a story about John. John used to go to Hooters a lot, you know. But they closed the one where he's at, and they turned it to a place called Wieners. He goes there all the time.
Yeah, I can see that.
Sorry, John. I had to throw that joke in there. I had to throw that.
Something, Mr. Earl. You get down here in Morgantown for that bowling tournament. I'll show you a couple places.
Yeah, let me tell you something there.
I'm going to tell all of you guys something. Isn't everywhere you go Hooters essentially? I mean, you look. I mean, it's just kind of more encouraged there because of the name of the company and stuff. But every place for guys is Hooters. Come on now.
Of course, you know.
Well, and here's the question of the night. You know, we all know big boobed girls work at Hooters. There's no surprise there. Does that mean one-legged women work at IHOP?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Lord.
You are indeed the comedy killer. You know,
and
one-legged women at IHOP. Yeah.
Hi, I'm your waitress. My name is Eileen.
Oh, Eileen at IHOP, huh? Oh boy. Oh boy.
You're bad, Tony.
Tony, that's bad, but that's actually pretty funny at the same time.
I mean, you know, it was funny.
Yeah.
You know, I went to the disco the other night. You know, they played the twist, so I did the twist.
Yeah.
They played jump, so I jumped. They played Come On Eileen. I got kicked out for that one.
Well, because you won't tell this next decade up, so that's your problem.
Oh, my God.
Seriously need help.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tony needs therapy, yes.
I've needed help for a long time.
Therapy.
I would make Dr. Phil need a therapist.
Yeah, you need something. I mean, I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out. But oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, let me go. Let me get my levels here a little bit better. I'm a little loud, but okay, there we go. All right. 8:53 here.
Around with Earl Yelmy.
Yeah, 8:53 here. Karma Radio. Give us a call. 330-673-CHAT. 330-673-2428. Coming up in the next segment here of the show after the break, we're going to come back with our horror scopes, and we'll hit some of the wild and crazy headlines that they're going around the horn right now. Looking also ahead into the 9:30 hour, Hilljack Bob, the best of Hilljack Bob. Hilljack will not be here, thank goodness, because we're kind of enclosed here today with the air conditioning. But he would it would force us to open the window, and it would stink pretty bad, especially being 90 degrees outside. I mean, of course, then we're going to hit on talking about the playoffs, the NBA playoffs. Right now, just to give everybody a quick update on the score, the Toronto and Cleveland game. Cleveland's ahead right now, 20-16, 4:22 left in the first quarter. Personally, I think it's going to go 7.
So do I.
I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but I think it's going to go 7 games.
And Cleveland's got to hope that they're going to play Golden State. Just because with how Oklahoma State's been manhandling,
they've made Oklahoma State look like.
Oklahoma City. Sorry,
Oklahoma City. Excuse me. Oklahoma City's making the Golden State look like
chumps.
Chumps, exactly. Well, that's the thing. We were talking about the other day. A couple of buddies of mine and I. You have such a strong season, but who cares? You can have the strongest season in the world and get manhandled in the playoffs. It's a different ball game.
Hey, look how the cheater Tom Brady was. That perfect season he had, and Eli Manning ended it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, what a shame.
Well, yeah, what a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, Eli Manning's been, Tom Brady's been his bitch, both times he faced him. So
yeah. And the only one I know boohooing and crying about that right now is Debbie.
Yeah.
She's a big Tom Brady fan, and
everybody gets mad at me because my friend Lorraine's a Patriots fan as well, and after when the first time they announced, or when they lost this last year in the playoffs,
right?
I'm like, hey, Brady's season got deflated. Hey, ha ha ha, that was great. I got a lot of retweets on that.
I bet you did.
And then of course, and then when they announced that they reinstated his 4-game suspension, I'm like, hey, his 2016 season just got deflated.
Jeez. Oh, goodness gracious.
Hey, that's 4 more, weekends he can lay around with Giselle, I think's her name, and
yeah, Giselle.
Yeah,
he can jizz with Giselle.
Yeah, he can give Giselle some of his own Giselle.
Oh, jeez.
Give Giselle a buncheon.
Yeah, something like that.
He can give Giselle a bunch in his.
Yeah, right. Oh my goodness gracious! Only on this show. Yeah. But yeah, we got a lot planned. We're going to be talking about some fun stuff here. Like I said, we're going to be we got Hilljack Bob, the best of, coming up later. Another. We're going to replay one of the old classic Troy tantrums, from the old show. This is these are replays from about 2 years ago on our old program when we were doing it on a different place.
Yeah,
that's all I'll say. And Troy gave us permission to rerun some of these, and I'm like, yeah, great. I mean, we and then we're talking about maybe putting some new ones together, because I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun. It'd be a nice addition to the show and doing some great things. I'll tell you what. The 3 weeks I've been gone from here, I mean, a lot of great positive changes have happened. You know? I mean, a lot of things have happened positive. Stan Pyatt coming back.
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
Me and Stan go way back. He's the one that gave me the name Comedy Killer.
Yeah.
From his
I
years,
love Stan.
From years of doing Akron Morning Radio.
Yeah.
And that
so
was
happy he's back here.
It was my idea to be his little whipping post.
Yeah.
Just because if you ever listen to somebody and, I could be way better than that guy.
I told him he's got to come in here one night and get you two together on the radio here. We got to get him in here one night.
Because when he was still doing mornings before he kind of retired from his full-time gig, I had popped in down there. I came in, brought him cookies from work, and brought him a few little doodads. The first time I had met Maggie down there, and I just happened to pop in, and lo and behold.
We got another call already. How about that? Wow, Washington, D.C.
D.C.
Karma Radio, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Go ahead. Caller.
Karma Radio, you're on the air.
Okay, well.
Live from D.C.
Bye-bye. Okay, you can't talk. Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's 202 area code, right?
Yeah, 202 area code.
Yeah, D.C.
Yep, that says right on the caller ID, Washington, D.C.
Sorry, Hillary and Bernie, we don't do
we're not
political interviews.
Yeah, we're not doing no. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I see D.C. call. Okay, we'll take the call.
Yeah,
and you flip the switch.
Flip the switch, and it's up to them to talk.
They want to talk. If you want to call back, call back. But I mean, if you're not going to talk, we're gonna hang up on you. I mean, it's just the way it is. It's just
I started doing is all these strange numbers call my cell phone. I pick it up, and I'm like, Karma Radio, you're live on the air. Go ahead, please. And then they hang up.
Who knows? I mean, that's the thing. You get it's just that time of year. You start getting all these political calls, and you get all these weird things coming up, and so on and so forth, and whatever.
Yeah. But, hey, and I heard Hilljack was out in California campaigning today.
I don't know where the hell he's at. Farther away, the better.
I saw him on the news earlier. Wouldn't believe it.
You saw him on the news?
He was on the national news. No kidding.
Oh my God! I'm afraid. Did they interview him, or is he just in the background?
He was just in the background drinking.
Oh well, of course. I'm sure he had something to drink in his hand, because I mean, you can't go anywhere. Hilljack can't go anywhere without some kind of booze in his hand of some sort. I mean, that's just Hilljack for you. But
he's trying to get close to that guy. That one guy, his name was Trump.
Yeah, I think so. I think they were trying to play it pretty close. Okay, some kind of radio show, national news coming up. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm David Byrd reporting President Obama made history Friday by visiting Hiroshima, Japan, the site of the world's first atomic bombing. Mr. Obama is the first sitting U.S. president to visit the city where the United States dropped the first atomic bomb in August of 1945. As Cindy Sain reports, the president used the visit to call for the world to have the courage to escape what he called the logic of fear.
Cheering Japanese greeted the president's motorcade as he made his way to the city's Memorial Park, which marks ground zero for the 1945 nuclear blast that destroyed most of the city. President Obama says while the past cannot be forgotten, the memories can and have helped forge a better future.
The world was forever changed here. But today, the children of this city will go through their day in peace. What a precious thing that is.
Obama and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe also laid a wreath in remembrance of the tens of thousands who died in the blast and the millions who died during World War II. Cindy Sain, VOA News, Hiroshima.
U.S. Special Forces in Syria who were wearing the patches of a Kurdish fighting group have been ordered to remove them due to what was called political sensitivities. Coalition spokesman Colonel Steve Warren said for Special Forces units to wear patches of the People's Protection Units, known as the YPG, on U.S. military uniforms was not authorized. Turkey, a NATO ally, considers these Kurdish forces to be terrorists and expressed anger over photos showing U.S. soldiers wearing those patches. This is VOA News. The United Nations Refugee Agency says it is upset about the substandard conditions in which refugees and migrants are living in northern Greece. As Lisa Schlein reports from Geneva, the UNHCR is urging the government to move the refugees to better sites just days after it closed the Idomeni refugee camp on the Macedonian border.
The UN Refugee Agency agrees conditions in Idomeni were abysmal, but notes the people have been transferred to sites that are also well below minimum standards. UNHCR spokeswoman Melissa Fleming says some people have been packed into derelict warehouses and factories. She says air circulation in these places are poor and supplies of food, water, toilets, showers, and electricity are insufficient. The UNHCR is calling on the Greek government to immediately identify and establish new sites that are in full compliance with basic humanitarian requirements. Lisa Schlein for VOA News, Geneva.
More than 100 health experts have called on the World Health Organization to consider whether the Rio Olympics should be canceled because of the threat of the Zika virus. In a letter to the WHO, 150 experts said the Brazilian strain of the virus harms health in ways that science has not seen before. It said holding the Olympics in Brazil poses an unnecessary risk to the more than 500,000 foreign tourists expected to attend the Rio de Janeiro Games. The mosquito-borne Zika virus causes a birth defect known as microcephaly, where babies are born with unusually small heads and brain and developmental disabilities. The International Olympic Committee says 23 competitors from the London Games have failed dope tests. The IOC said it retested 265 samples from London using more sophisticated scientific methods. It found the positive tests in athletes from 5 different sports and 6 countries. The IOC had previously retested samples from the 2008 Games in Beijing and again found 31 positive test results, 14 of them from Russia. The U.S. economy expanded at a disappointing annual rate in the first 3 months of this year, but new data show it wasn't quite as bad as first thought. The Commerce Department reported Friday that gross domestic product grew at the annual rate of 0.8% during the first quarter. That's 0.3% higher than the government economists had estimated earlier this year, but it still reflects a slowing economy. On Wall Street, all 3 major indices ended trading higher on Friday. The S&P 500 rose 2.3% for the week. The Dow added 2.1%. European and Asian markets were also up. I'm David Byrd in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.
Who is minding your business? The Akron SCORE chapter is part of the nation's largest network of free expert mentors to help your business meet goals and achieve success. Take advantage of SCORE's free and confidential phone or online business mentoring, local workshops and seminars, and online expert resources. Akron SCORE provides services in nearby Medina, Portage, Summit, and Wayne counties. The Akron SCORE chapter is dedicated to entrepreneur education and formation, growth and success of small businesses through counseling and mentoring. Call 330-379-3163. That's 330-379-3163. Or visit www.akron.score.org.
Hey everybody, Steve Jones here to tell you about the company that makes Karma Radio look so good. Neo Graphics in Akron. They can provide creative graphic designs for your signs, banners, posters, window graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. It doesn't matter what kind of sign you need, Neo Graphics can work within your budget to increase your visibility. Large building signs, sidewalk and yard signs, magnetic signs for your company vehicles. They offer vehicle wrap graphic design and installation on your car, truck, trailer, anything else with wheels. From single to full color printed logos, partial and fleet wraps, Neo Graphics has you covered. Neo Graphics can make custom banners for trade shows and sales or personal use like birthdays and weddings. Neo Graphics is located at 1951 South Main Street in Akron. Give them a call at 234-251-0251 or visit their website at www.neographicsansigns.com. Karma Radio uses them. You should too.
Hi everybody, Steve Jones here. Join me Wednesday evening, 7 to 11 p.m. for the best in classic rock on KRMA Internet Radio. You'll hear some of the old stuff along with some of the new. We'll also feature some great local bands and your requests. Steve Jones, rocking the world on Karma Internet Radio, Wednesdays, 7 to 11 p.m. No rules, just radio the way it should be. Karma Radio.
Hi, this is Earl McCune, host of Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMARadio.com. Tune in Friday nights, 8 p.m. until midnight, as we salute movies, TV shows, have a little bit of comedy. We even have a Hilljack guy that does a top 10. Tune in Friday nights, 8 p.m. till midnight, KRMARadio.com, Some Kind of Radio Show.
This hour brought to you by Coffee News Akron, available in over 600 local restaurants and coffee shops, bringing you the best news to enjoy over a cup of hot coffee.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Call now, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Cover your right eye and read the chart if you would.
Timing. E, F-L, E-P-T, P-L-E-P, F-L, F-L-E, P-T, P-L-F, E-T-E-L-O-P, Z-D, D-E-F, P-O-T-E-C, F-L-E-P-T-P, L-E-P, F-L, F-L, E-P-T, P-L-F-L-T, M-A-D-I-N-U-S-A. Oh, made in USA. That's one for the economy.
You have 2010 vision, Colonel.
Oh, you did.
And 14 seconds.
All right.
All right. E-F-L-E-P-T, P-L-E-P, F-L-E-L-E, P-T-L-P-E-F, T-Z-E-T, T.
2020.
And 5 seconds slow.
Oh.
Next.
I'm next.
5 seconds. Yes.
Wish I could be your next. You could get your fiancé to take you to some brasserie in France and give you oysters. If you won't, can I?
Let's see how you do on your physical first.
I'm just going to do the bottom 3 lines. F-L-E-P-T, P-L-E-P-F-L, F-L-E-P-T, P-L-F-E-T. Do you think oysters would be too much for the first date?
You have 2010 vision, Captain.
Yeah, these are just for looking at you, kid. I may be blind, Frank, but my memory is perfect. F-L-E-P-T, P-L-E-P-F-L,
F-L-E-P-T, P-L-E-P, F-L-E-P-T, P-L-E.
Next. You all right?
I'm just not too crazy about needles, is all.
Well, that's pretty common. make a fist and pump it a couple times. That's good. You don't remember me, do you?
What?
No, my father was flight surgeon at Beale Air Force Base for 21 years.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Martin, the goat.
The goat, yeah. That was my dad. I met you when I was about 12 years old, but that was quite a while ago. I doubt you remember.
Oh, wait a minute now. Pigtails, a lot of freckles, and knobby little old knees. Was that you? Yeah. How's the old goat?
He passed away 9 years ago.
You don't tell everybody seems to be dead lately.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for,
all I worship and adore. In other words, I can't sing.
No kidding.
In other words.
Welcome back. Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMARadio.com. Earl McCune along with Tony the Comedy Killer. Got John Sins on the phone. And, of course, Jen Mitchell joining us tonight live from Chicago.
Right.
So, anyway.
Kind of town.
Yeah, my kind of town, too. All right. Jen did
My
offer...
kind of pierogies.
Ooh, pierogi. You know what? Speaking of pierogies, let me tell you something here. Deb sent me this thing that she made for her. She's down visiting her one of her best friends and her family and everything down there. And she sent me this thing she made the other day. She made a pierogi lasagna. Yeah, and I'm like, wow, that does look pretty damn good. And
yeah,
I said, yeah, I want some of that. And she goes, oh yeah, I'll definitely get you some of that. I'm like, yeah, I want that. She sent me pictures of it. She sent me the recipe of it. Then she actually sent pictures of the one she made. Oh my God, this thing! It basically, just to give you an idea what it is. It's you get the lasagna noodles, and then you put the mashed potatoes in, and then you put onions and cheese, and then you put another layer, and then you make it like pierogi, but it's a lasagna.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy crap, I want that.
Because a pierogi pocket, all it is pasta.
Exactly.
It's stuffed pasta. It's like a ravioli.
Exactly. And she goes, oh, I made it. And she says, it was one of the best things she's ever made. I'm like, I want that. Yeah. I really want that. So she promised me when she gets home, she's going to make that for me. But in return, I have to make, I make this really good, it's a Mexican-inspired chicken chili.
Okay.
And I got to make that for her. So as long as I make the chicken chili, she said she'll make the pierogi lasagna for me.
Now, the one thing you got to do to stay true to form for your chicken or chili with chicken, is it's got to be white sauce and not red.
Well, this is a little bit. It's a red sauce base, but I put cream in it and I whiten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's still a basic regular chili starter type of red sauce. But I add some cream to it and I whiten it up a little bit. It's more like a orange, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
Because it's I try to simulate the red sauce from like a taco or something like type of deal. So it's got taco seasoning in it, and it's got I spice it up with some Tabasco and some Frank's Red Hot or whatever I can get my hands on. It's got to be spicy and not overly. I put some jalapenos in it.
Yeah.
Of course, I put some black beans in it. And a little bit of rice, it's really good. I'll tell you, I made some for the guys at work about 3-4 weeks before I went on vacation, and everyone's like, "I want this again." So I'm like, okay. So
this is what I would like from Deb. I would like for Deb to make me like a bathtub-sized pierogi lasagna.
Okay, bathtub size.
And then I will willingly jump in there with my mouth open with no clothes on, and I would be in heaven.
Okay,
right there.
Can we do a YouTube video of that? No,
yeah.
We will not be doing a YouTube video of hitting me in all the wrong spots. I'm just saying.
But no, I'm saying.
You know what?
We'll just do a tight zoom on your face. That way, you just watch you eating the lasagna. Nothing else. I mean, we won't get any other shots. We don't want to expose you. You know what I mean? We just want you eating the lasagna.
I have a super sexy story about pierogies if you really want it.
Oh.
And see, pierogies are a Northeast Ohio thing originally.
Oh, I love pierogies. Oh my God.
Now the one. Yeah. No.
But the more you go central to southern Illinois, because I lived down there for a while, they do not carry pierogies anywhere,
nope.
right?
Mm.
So I come back for a visit and I get like 3 boxes, and I would literally rub them on me before I even and I would eat like 3 boxes in one sitting.
Oh my God. I love pierogies. I the ones I like, I'll tell you, I like the ones with like the mixture, like the different cheeses in them. You know, you get the like the 3 cheese blend, and
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know, it's I can just nuke them, in the microwave, and I'm happy. But I'll tell you what, you grill them up, or you put them on, and just you put a little butter, saute them, a little butter and onions and oil or whatever. Oh my God.
See, I got to get my friend Autumn's the pierogi queen. She makes like 20 different varieties. And if you go to a restaurant anywhere in Northeast Ohio and the pierogies are on their menu, they're from her. I've been trying to get her on because I would love for her to do some ads.
Right.
She doesn't really need to do the advertising, but since now she has a storefront per se,
she needs to do some advertising.
She needs to do a little bit, and she's going to do the farmers markets type of things, and she sells them there. Now, Jen, the one thing I do need you to send me from Chicago, actually 2 things, because you guys have the world's best variety of hot dogs. Nothing like a Chicago-style hot dog.
Oh, God, I love Chicago-style hot dogs.
And, of course, you got the best pizza, because I'm a deep dish guy.
I love deep dish pizza.
Especially some kind of guy. I don't know if deep dish is really the word you were going for
Tony, you're deep.
It certainly ain't deep thoughts, let me tell you.
Deep thoughts with Jack Andy over here, guys.
Yeah.
If you're going to have pierogies, though, you've got to get the Cassia's brand. If you can't get your friend's brand that makes them, get Cassia's.
Really?
That's really the closest thing.
They're the real deal. Oh.
That'll work in a pinch, don't get me wrong, but Cassia's, you got to get the meat kind, and then my other favorite is the plum.
Oh, really? Never had that.
I can't eat cheese, so I got to go with the meat and the fruit.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I've had a caramel apple pierogi that was really good.
Really? Oh.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
Keep talking about that. Describe it to me.
Caramel apple. If anything with chocolate, I'm sure Jen would be happy too.
Hold on. You almost scared myself.
Let me cover.
Chocolate with bacon, though. I'm sorry. I don't care what people say. Chocolate and bacon do not.
Oh my God! Yes, it does. Oh my God! It's anything chocolate and bacon. Have you ever had? Oh, well, Tony don't eat bacon.
I don't dig on the swine, so.
But I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you. One of the best things I've ever had. Now this is a little bit off the base from the chocolate. There's this little restaurant here in town. It used to have. They're not open anymore, but they used to make these fresh cut French fries. Okay, and then they would literally pour melted peanut butter on top. Okay, and bacon bits. Talk about something that is really. It's that you get that sweet and savory and a little bit of starch in it. Talk about good eats. I was really surprised. I was scared to death to try it, but they do this. They do these fries. They're not, like I said, they're not open anymore. They closed up, but they do fresh cut fries, melted peanut butter, and bacon. Talk about good eats. Wow. Excellent.
Now, since I know since Illinois, quote unquote, is near Canada. Now, Jen, have you ever heard of something called poutine?
Called what?
Poutine.
I've heard of it.
Poutine.
I've heard of poutine. Yeah.
My friend Bernadette in Winnipeg would be able to tell you it is French fries with gravy and cheese curds.
Yes. I've heard of it.
And you go to any fast food restaurant in Canada, they will serve it to you because they obviously serve French fries, and they'll put the gravies and cheese curds on it.
Yeah.
The closest thing I can get here is my favorite diner on the way to the casino.
Right.
Has mud fries. It's French fries with gravy and regular shredded cheese.
Right.
On it, so that's what I get the closest thing. But like cheese curds, like cottage cheese, cheese is cheese pretty much.
Yeah.
Especially when it's got gravy on it.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, it is uber fattening, but
yeah.
I look like I've had a few orders of it.
You've had a few, a couple. All right, let's do horoscopes. Jen, you got those horoscopes I sent you?
I do. They're pretty scary this week, I gotta say.
They are scary. That's half the idea.
I'm sure Earl and Tony and John will all be able to relate to them in one way or another.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so Geminis out there, the current month that we're in, beware that several of your closest friends may bring up a number of your personal flaws this week, which will make some at your funeral slightly uncomfortable. Kind of like our goat and peanut butter experiment from earlier, Earl.
Yeah, but I'm not a Gemini, so we're good.
Oh, you are a Gemini?
No, I'm not a Gemini. No, I'm not a Gemini.
He's a Capricorn.
I'm a Capricorn.
Well, you are now.
Well, yeah, I'm a Capricorn.
You're a Cap. When is your birthday?
January 7th.
I'm a Capricorn too, but you know what? It doesn't mean crap. I have a twin sister. We couldn't be anything different. We're only 7 minutes apart. Everyone's like, "Oh, what's your sign?" I'm like, "Well, I already dispelled that." You know, because my nemesis is my twin sister. So anyway. All right, so we'll go on to Aries. I mean, is this how Deb does it? I want to do her proud.
Yeah, she basically what she does, she'll read off, like, you know, basically the entire everyone on the staff, you know, on the show tonight. We'll do all ours, and then throughout the night, if we take any more calls, what we'll do is we'll read their horoscope for them.
All right.
Okay, so we do ours, and then of course it leaves room for people to call in and say, "Hey, you want your horoscope? We'll give it to you."
I'll be like, "Who is that crazy girl trying to read these to us?" All right, I'll give you your next horoscope.
Okay.
Aries. Do you want me to say when Aries is, or just say Aries?
You could whatever. I mean, you could say it however, whatever you want to do.
I don't really think that it's good for you to give me creative license.
I'm giving you creative license right now.
You've heard how I talk.
I have.
That's tone it down.
Okay, tone it down a little bit. No, you're fine. Go ahead.
So Aries, while you may feel the urge to take everything on yourself, it's best to slow down and leave the majority of the work to a professionally licensed coroner.
Ah, well, there you go. There you go. Those of you Aries, leave it to the coroner, everybody.
Taurus. That's a lot of bull. I'm surprised you're not that, Earl.
Oh, no.
No, that would be me.
Yeah, that's John. John's full of bull.
They haven't figured out a name for what you are yet. You know, but we'll come up with one by the end of the night. Maybe a caller can call it and suggest a name for you.
A new name for me or for John?
Okay, so Taurus. Wisdom says that God will not give you more than you can handle, but then again, the Lord Almighty never got his crock caught in a revolving door.
Oh, well, you
that
know.
Was lame.
That was kind of bad.
That's not a horror
yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible.
Who writes horrible?
It's not even good. That's horrible. It's horrible.
I just said that. It's crap. Who writes this crap? All right.
It wasn't us.
Answer. Your greatest sorrows arise from your strongest asset, your intuitive drive to please others and ability to do the worm.
Well, that could be taken.
That could be. Can I read from somewhere else? Like, isn't there a sex site I can read off of?
You can read them forever you want. I don't care.
I'm going to just make up my own stuff.
You should. It'd probably be more entertaining than these.
Yeah.
Gasm scopes or orgasm.
That could be interesting. See, you could get yourself a whole new market there, Jen.
I don't know if the world's ready for that. If there's not enough therapists out there.
But you know what?
I'm going to try and plow through with this, and if someone calls in and they want a better horoscope, then maybe we'll do it then. How's that?
I like the way I like that idea. I will go with that.
Okay.
Good.
So Leo, the stars foretell that food will materialize in your refrigerator the fourth time you open it. Really? Did you send me the right information, Earl? Are you just jacking with me?
I sent you what I had.
I'm going to, you know what? You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to find something better. Telling you. Got mad skills on the internet. I'll find some better things here.
Yeah, well,
I say maybe the future she's talking about those pierogies.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I'll look up pierogi scopes.
Pierogi scopes.
I'll bet you there are some. Actually, I was going to say something. I say, growing up around Pittsburgh myself, I love pierogies. I mean, my goodness.
Okay, I'm going to continue with the horoscope, okay? If you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, where were we at? No. So we did Cancer, we did Leo, now we got to do Virgo, right?
Sure, yeah.
Virgo means virgin, so look out for some kinky fun on the sex pot. Buttoned up and mild all day, Virgo's passions truly explode all night. With a penchant for math and an alternative use for the word blow, Virgo's fascinating plans to clothespins and ice cubes will open your eyes to the Lord Almighty. Insatiable, demanding, and endlessly surprisingly, Virgo's sex drive hits new heights around the middle of the month, only to hit a new low as Virgo rediscovers Friends reruns by the 21st Netflix. See, these are better.
Yeah, a little better, sure. Yeah, absolutely. They're better.
Well, that's what Tony will get into.
Yeah.
Well, these are still lame. Now they're talking about yoga on here.
Yoga?
Really?
Yoga?
Oh, yoga.
Yeah, wait, yeah, where you at there? Okay, let me get to the right page here. Yeah, okay. Yep, yeah, you're talking about yoga. What the hell? Let me tell you about yoga.
Okay, here's Libra. As
Okay.
Mercury creeps over closer to the sun toward the beginning of the month, Libra discovers yoga. This newfound flexibility will allow all sorts of silly sexiness on the Libra front, as Libras discover tons of bendy new positions for the adventurers. And the Libra, huh?
Tony's looking for a Libra right now.
It's not in your pants, Tony.
That'd be an awfully big Libra.
Oh, well, that depends how you look at it. It depends how you look at it. Is it up close or if you're, everything looks small up from a distance, I guess, but
I'll just make it seem closer than they appear.
Yeah. I'm told I look good from a distance myself, but from a distance, and that's all I'll say.
I'm good from far and far from good.
Yeah.
A bad parlay, but next to Scorpio.
That is me.
Oh,
this
is Tony's. Here we go.
High energy emotional Scorpio will find that as Venus reaches its apex by the 16th, Scorpio's introverted nature takes over with a serious urge for monogamy. Walks in the woods indeed, and they have it spelled with like a bunch of E's, by the way. Deep heart-to-heart conversations are on the horizon for this intense companion. These are supposed to be sexy. I don't see a lot of sex in this.
I don't either.
It's romantic.
Yeah,
Where's the wham bam? Not feeling it.
You need like a 50 Shades of Grey kind of horoscopes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I bet they have BDSM horoscopes. I bet they do.
They
That's
probably
what
do.
surprised me.
The research I do for you fellas.
I know.
Yeah, the check's in the mail.
I didn't need to see that.
What's that?
Some images that are popping up in my search right now. I'm probably going to have the FBI here shortly.
Oh no, the FBI is coming to see Jen. Look out.
Uh-oh.
Look out.
I will blame you.
Just a quick update on the playoff game right now. The Cavaliers are leading Toronto right now 39-31 with 7:16 left in the second quarter. So just a quick update on the game for everybody that wants to know. I'd be watching it right now if I wasn't on the air.
I am.
Well, thank you, John. Yeah. Wait a minute. Why aren't you updating this? Come on. What the?
Because you're the one that beats me. Of course, you host this thing.
Oh yeah. Well, you could drop in a line and say, hey, no, it's all good. All good. 9:20. Yeah.
There's this distance thing too.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of sports, I'll go to quick one. And congratulations on my Penguins last night, going to the Stanley Cup Finals, starting Monday Eve.
And they lose to the San Jose Sharks in 6.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I just have a
We
funny...
weren't expected to get this far.
No.
I'm doing important research right now.
Hey,
I didn't need to see that picture either, ever.
Did you find that one
I'm
of
sorry,
Tony? You find that one of
should
Tony?
not fit in that hole.
She must have. Tony, she found your porno. Tony, she found Tony's porno. Oh god, look out! She found Tony's porno. Tony did a porno video. He was competing for him and Ron Jeremy were going back and forth competing for the video.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, fortunately, it went to the guy with the most hair.
Yeah.
I ain't half as hairy as Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, no kidding.
I always call Ron Jeremy the hedgehog, because does he not look like a hedgehog?
Yeah. He does, yes. Yeah. Ron Jeremy looks like a hedgehog, And that's the other thing I was going to bring up tonight, too, is a little bit later. What would be your porn star name? There we go. And we'll talk about that after the break. We got to take a break real quick here. Karma Radio 930, some kind of radio show. We're going to take a quick break. And we're going to come back and we're going to talk about what is your porn name. And then we got a Best of Hill Jack Bob's Top 10 coming up. So everybody stay tuned. We'll be right back after I laugh my ass off here thinking about a hedgehog. Stay tuned.
Oh my God, Sandy, turn that crap off. Mr. Cartier told me I had to listen to the Ultra Realm radio show every Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight on Karma Internet Radio. These guys are like greased lightning. They talk about everything. Comics, toys, pop culture, video games, ghosts. Oh my God, Sandy, they talk about the paranormal. Now give me a Royale with cheese and let me listen to the Ultra Realm radio show every Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight on Karma Internet Radio. Oh my God, they're like greased lightning.
Small business is the heart and soul of America, and you can help small businesses turn dreams into reality. The Akron SCORE chapter invites you to become a SCORE volunteer by sharing your expertise in Medina, Portage, Summit, and Wayne counties. Whether you've owned a small business or come from a Fortune 500 company, you too can be a SCORE volunteer. Provide face-to-face, online, or phone mentoring, or lead workshops and seminars for business owners with SCORE's flexible scheduling and volunteer support. Akron SCORE is dedicated to entrepreneur education and formation, growth and success of small businesses through counseling and mentoring. Become a part of SCORE's free services by calling 330-379-3163. That's 330-379-3163, or visit www.akron.score.org.
Hi, I'm Debbie McCune, co-host of Some Kind of Radio Show on Karma Radio. Tune in Fridays from 8 to midnight where you will get a great laugh as Earl, myself, and the crazy crew salute movies, TV shows, skits, funny news, and much, much more. We want to hear from you, the listeners. So call in live at 330-673-2428. Only on Karma Radio, Fridays from 8 to midnight.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
First one to pass out buys a beer tonight.
You're on.
This thing moving?
I don't know. Doesn't seem to be moving to me.
Say, fellas, is y'all's equipment broke down? Makes them look younger, doesn't it? You're a pushover, Frank!
You know, I do believe it's moving now.
It sure will take the wrinkles out.
What the hell's going on here?
I'm sure you people think you're putting on a great show, but this is not a toy. Now, which one of you idiots wants to explain this?
Gene.
What?
Which one of us passed out first?
I'm getting too old for this shit.
9:35 here on Karma Radio. Give us a call, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. That's right. You know, it's funny. I was recently asked if, what is this show about? And then I told somebody, honest to God truth, I said, you know what? Here's what this show is about. We are literally the show about nothing. That's why we kind of gave our name, Some Kind of Radio Show. We don't have a certain thing. I mean, the only niche we really have is we do a movie salute every week. But really, the movie salute's not really our focus of our program. It never really is. And, you know, a lot of people think we're a movie show. Well, we are, but we're not. You know, we're kind of the show about nothing. So the person asked me, "Oh, so you're like Seinfeld?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, pretty much. We're the Seinfeld of radio. We don't have a exact thing we do every week." You know,
and I'm the Cosmo Kramer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We got Cosmo Kramer, and of course we got
George Costanza.
Yeah, that'd be John.
Yeah.
You know, and then tonight Jen can be Elaine.
Yeah.
You know, see.
I would if I had watched that show avidly and could nail her.
Yeah. But, I never really got into that show either, though. I never watched it.
I would watch a rerun here or there, but the only current show I had ever watched is I watched the finale, because you know how it was real big, and they made a big hubbub about about the final episode being the last episode, and it was hugely popular. The same way with Friends. I didn't watch Friends' last episode live, but the Seinfeld I did, because the Highland Theater in West Akron shut down their movies for the night, and they actually broadcast live the last episode of Seinfeld. That last episode was such a disappointment.
Aren't a lot of finales, though, kind of a letdown?
You know, quite a few. I mean, my favorite, series finale was the MASH finale. Was the last episode of MASH.
We do have a call. Let's take a call, shall we?
Yes.
All right.
We shall.
It's the most calls we've taken on this show in a while.
Yeah.
Karma Radio, you're on the air. Go ahead.
This is Newman.
Oh, Newman. Hey, Newman, how are you?
Newman?
No, I'm Newman from the Seinfeld.
Yeah, you sound like Newman from Seinfeld.
Seinfeld?
Yeah.
It's supposed to go, Newman.
Newman.
That's it. That's the end of it.
Oh, that was exciting.
I just want to be part of the Seinfeld team.
Oh, you did?
Hey, you're gonna put. Did you watch my King of Poop video?
No, I did not. I have not had a chance. I haven't been on the thing much. I've got it though. I got the thing you sent me. I haven't watched it yet.
You have to watch it on break, and then I want you to play everyone my song.
Play everyone your song.
It's only a minute.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
Oh yes, hilarious.
You can describe what's going on while I'm singing it.
Okay, I'll pipe it over the air. How's that?
It'll be a lot of fun. Okay, bye-bye.
I'll pipe it over. Okay, bye-bye.
I think he was confusing that with Cheers, with the whole Norm thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember them saying Newman on the show like that. Do you?
I never watched it that much, so I don't know.
Well,
yes, there's a character named Newman. It was played by, I think the gentleman's name was Phil Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the mailman, that he would go, Newman. He would say it like that.
Newman.
Well, I think Seinfeld would look at the character and said, Newman, hi, Jerry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, I look more like Newman. So.
Now, I will tell you one thing, though, is that restaurant that they always featured on Seinfeld, I actually ate there. Because it's a real restaurant in New York City. But it's on the Lower East Side.
Did they serve pierogies? I need to know.
No. You got to remember, pierogies, for the most part, are pretty much an Ohio thing. You can get them, places out and around. Some places, will make them. The company that sells them in the grocery store is, local, but they distribute them out, little ways.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I can have them every once in a while, but it's kind of like when you can have something all the time. Like, now, Jen, have you ever been down to the Carolinas, like North or South Carolina?
No.
They have a pop down there called Cheerwine.
I've had it. You can get it up here.
Well, you got to go to that certain barbecue company.
I know, but you can get it here.
You can get it here now, but before the barbecue company opened up all the restaurants, you could only get it in South Carolina. And the gal I went to school with has been living down there for a while. Well, my sister moved down to Raleigh a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, I've had Cheerwine. That's good stuff.
And I told her, I said, I want you to bring me up some Cheerwine.
Cheerwine's good.
It's good because I can't have it all that frequently.
Right.
It was the same way when I was in the Army. You couldn't get Mellow Yellow out this way.
Right.
But you could get it on base, and I would drink that. I'm not a Mountain Dew guy, but I do like Mellow Yellow.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I love Mellow Yellow, but I'm not a Mountain Dew fan unless I'm mixing it with Crown.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about the only way I drink Mountain Dew.
I mean, you see what I pretty much live on are these are the energy drinks, so.
But did you guys ever try, I don't know if this is like in your area, but my mother used to buy this pop once in a while called Green River. Have you ever heard of it?
No, never heard of that.
Oh God, it's first of all, there's no carbonation in it, so it's this flat, clean, clear drink, and it's like drinking
antifreeze
lime jello, but you have to have the lime jello processed through like a really thick dog first, and then that's what you're drinking. The stuff was nasty.
You know,
try it, you'll like it. Live, all live.
Now, do you remember, go back until like late 80s, I think, early 90s, do you remember Clear Pepsi?
Mm-hmm.
That is one thing, I keep hearing that they want to bring back. And that I liked that. Just the only reason I don't drink pop, I drink enough coffee during the day, and I smoke, so my teeth aren't the pearly white that they probably should be, even though, I do what I have to try to keep them white. That was the reason why I always liked the Clear Pepsi, because I got the pop flavor without all that damaging the brown color.
I never could stand that stuff.
And then
unless they make clear cigarettes, you're kind of defeating the purpose, are you not?
I gotta do what I can as far as because when I make my coffee is so strong that's like black.
No, I like black coffee.
Yeah, I
prefer black coffee.
I make a strong cup of coffee, and that's
how I like coffee strong.
Yeah,
I do not drink coffee at all.
Caffeine.
Am I getting shot for saying that?
No, I mean, and I go to that, famous national coffee chain that has the green logo. We won't mention their names, but
the green logo.
I've got one of
them officially overrated and way too expensive.
Tony lives there. What are you talking about? Every time I see Tony's post on Facebook, he's there.
Yeah.
He's like, he checks in from there frequently.
Yeah.
And he's happy. He's always happy to be there. It's like you had just get like your own like personal, like I don't know, get you like your own personal VIP seating over there.
I got a gold card there.
Well, you should have a VIP seat as well.
I mean, I like it. I can write it off on my taxes as meals and entertainment.
Oh, that what you do?
Yeah.
Meals and entertainment?
Yeah, I got to give myself about $25 a month. I was there before I came here tonight.
Oh, okay.
Went, sat down, and had coffee with a gal that, I had never met in person, but I had talked to you for a while. And
yeah. Speaking of entertainment.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to... It's that time of the night we're going to do the best of Hill Jack Bob's Top 10. Now, tonight, this Top 10 is the Top 10 rules guys wish that women knew. So I can only imagine what this guy's going to say, because it's his Hill Jack Bob we're talking about. So everybody, Hill Jack Bob's Top 10. This is a replay from one he's done before. Rules guys wished women knew. Here we go.
This is Hill Jack Bob, and I'm back for another all-new Hill Jack Bob's Top 10. Well, this week's Top 10 is going to be the Top 10 rules that guys wish women knew. I did a lot of work on this, actually. I worked on it with my boy here, Hill Jack Bob Jr. Say hello, boy.
Hey, Bob.
How you doing today, boy? You look good.
Good.
You're good? What you drinking today, boy? You drinking the root beer? Cranberry ginger ale, that's good stuff. Cranberry ginger ale is really good stuff. Well, today I got some beer myself, but not the root kind, if you know what I mean. Well, boy, we're going to do the top 10. Those numbers go from
10 to 1.
10 to 1. That's just like going from 6 to midnight, but Harold would like going 6 to midnight, but that's just how it goes. All right, boy, number 10. Number 10, all right, here we go. Number 10 in the top 10 rules guys wish women knew. If you think you're fat, then you most likely are. Don't ask us. I got my wife, Frida. She's about 450 pounds, uglier than sin. Hell of a good cook. But I'll tell you something about her. She asks me every other week to does she look fat? And I had to reply honestly, yes, honey, you're fat. Okay, number 9. All right, boy. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. What the hell does this say? Let us ask. What the hell word is this? Ogle? What the hell kind of word is this?
What is it?
I can't tell. Whoever wrote this can't write.
This is awkward.
This is very awkward. Well, if it helps if you spell it right. If you Google, or goggle, or Google, yeah. Google? Oh, the hell? Here we go, number 9. Let us Google or goggle or whatever the hell. And if we don't look at other women, how can we know how pretty you are? Oh boy, that was pretty funny. Even though I couldn't read the damn thing because, oh, thanks, boy.
Hilljack never could learn to read.
I couldn't read it because somebody can't write for really good here. And Frida, damn it, woman, learn how to spell. But okay, well, never mind. Okay, number 8, and that's 8, right, buddy? 8. Yeah. 8. Okay. And shut Cujo up. Cujo's over here barking again. Shut the damn dog up again. We're always trying to do a top 10. Damn dog started barking. But here we go. Number 8, the top 10 rules guys wish women knew. Sunday equals sports. Get over it, ladies. Sports day Sunday. Got football to watch. Got all sorts of stuff going on Sundays. That's my day. That's a man's day. Isn't that right, boy?
Yeah.
That's right. You watch the sports too, don't you?
Yeah.
That's right. My boy. All right. Number 7 in our countdown. Yes. Pissing standing up is more difficult than pissing from point-blank range, but we're bound to miss sometimes. That's an important rule, because sometimes, you know, when you're going to pee and you're standing there and you're trying to aim for the toilet, you get that sidewinder, or even in the morning when you get the morning wood and you're trying to aim, and, boy, you have trouble in the morning with the morning wood. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Yeah, it gets really hard, and yeah, I know what you mean there, boy. The bird, yeah, because you gotta pee outside, you know, outside the trailer there, and it makes life pretty difficult. Yeah, that's right, the toilet on the porch. It makes life pretty difficult. Okay, we're number 6. That's right, thanks, boy. Crying is blackmail. Well, I tend to agree with that, because you know what? Crying is blackmail for sure. Because here's the thing, you won't catch me crying. Hilljack Bob does not cry. How about you, boy?
I don't cry either.
I've heard you cry before, but we ain't gonna talk about that, boy. Okay, we're on the number 5 here, right, boy? 5.
Yeah,
Number 5, that's right. Anything we said 6 to 8 months ago is inadmissible in an argument. Well, you know, here's the thing. Anything I say 6 to 8 months ago don't matter, because I don't remember last week, let alone 6 to 8 months ago. But I do remember when it comes to arguments, because I don't let a woman ever tell you this, because a woman will always say they're right. They are never always right. And that is a bunch of bull crap if I've ever heard it. If a woman says she's right, she's full of crap. And speaking of Frida full of crap, Frida just stepped outside to use the toilet. Oh, God, gotta get the plunger out, boy. Oh, shoot. We're gonna need the plunger and the snake to get that toilet cleaned. Oh, boy. That freak. Yep. Okay, number 4, right? 4. That's right. Don't fake it. We'd rather be ineffective than deceived. That's one thing. I've never had a woman fake it with Hilljack Bob here. Because, you know, I'm a man of, let's say, a certain build in certain areas, and that's the thing. I'm Hilljack Bob, but I'm a bad man. Okay, number 3, right?
Yeah.
3. Okay. Don't rub the lamp if you don't want the G to come out. Nothing worse than a woman that's a cock tease, if you know what I mean. Now, Frida, she's a cock tease. I'll tell you, she'll get those mornings. where, I'll wake up and, of course, I'm, like, feeling, kind of frisky. And then she'll start, playing
Could be
with
talking
my
about a
manly
rooster.
area, and all of a sudden
exactly.
she'll take a dump like she did right now.
The rooster's
and then
out.
She doesn't come back for 3 days. I don't know what it takes her that long to get off the toilet. Oh, that was a good one, boy. Good one. I'm very proud of you. Okay, number 2, right?
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2, all right. Women wearing wonder bras and low-cut blouses lose the right to complain about having their boobs stared at. Well, you know what? If I see cleavage, I'm a man. I'm going to look at cleavage. If I see big, voluptuous, beautiful cleavage, I'm going to stare at them. I'm not going to do anything inappropriate and go grabbing for them. I'm a married man. But I will look at them from time to time, but that's when you wear the sunglasses, guys. You wear those sunglasses, no one will ever know you're sure. Yeah, you got to wear the sunglasses. That way no one will ever in a million years know you're looking. Okay.
Number 1.
Number 1 in our countdown. Nothing says I love you like sex. That's right. Nothing says I love you like sex. That's how I tell my wife all the time I love her. When I get to with her about every 3 or 4 times a year, I just let her know I love her because, it takes her, a while to get in the mood. And, she's 450 pounds, as I said, and we have to bring in the special equipment, and that does cost me some money. So, but I let her know I love her at least 4 times a year. So that's the one thing around our household here in Hilljack Bob's house. Okay, well, this is Hilljack Bob and Hilljack Bob Jr. Say bye, boy.
Bye, everyone.
All right, and this is Hilljack Bob's Top 10, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See you on Twitter.
Bye, bye-bye.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Fly me to the moon. Let
Oh,
me
boy.
play among the stars.
Hilljack Bob, there's no one like him.
Nope.
9:53 here, Karma Radio. You can call us 330-673-2428 and talk to us about anything you'd like to at this point.
Yeah.
If you'd like to refute any of the statements that Hilljack Bob made.
Yeah.
I think the best one I heard was the cleavage one.
Yeah.
Now, I want to get a female's point of view on this. Jen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did you hear any of Hilljack there?
Painfully, yes. I did.
Okay, painfully. Yeah, that's what we all say. Now, give me your point of view on anything stuff he said. I mean, anything in a woman's point of view. How messed up was the stuff he said?
I found it rather typical of most men.
Okay.
Honestly, and I will also add that I have big bazungas, if you will.
Okay.
Indeed.
So I haven't really had a face since I was about 16 years old.
Okay.
I don't think men know what my face looks like
I do.
at all. No, you're a good boy, though.
I know what your face looks like. I'm a good boy, too.
See, I'm lucky. I've got.
I don't post any pictures online of anything but my neck up for a reason. Very rarely will you see a full body shot because then that's all guys will see, and then comes like the penis picture.
Of course,
complete strangers, and I just can't do that.
So that's the thing, one thing with and I do feel bad for women because this does happen, and I feel bad for ladies because they'll get they'll get the wiener pics and all that stuff, but how often? I don't get chesticle pictures very often. No. I mean, now I'll tell you what. Now
I do.
I'm sure you probably ask for them, but
maybe it's because you call them chesticles.
Yeah.
That might be why.
Well, I was trying to. Well,
Tatas.
I was just trying to come up with some different name here on the air, chesticles, But no, I don't get those pictures very often. I mean, now don't get me wrong. you know, I'm not exactly going out looking for them and asking for them either. You know, I'm a married man myself.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to look at chesticles, I'm going to say, you know, well, I mean, there is the porn channel, but I'm just kidding. And in all seriousness, though, I mean, you know, I'm sure a lot of, like, with lady and women, it gets thrust on them. They don't necessarily are looking for, you know, they're not looking for wiener pics. You know, I mean, you know, I'm sorry. I mean,
unless it gets answered dipped in gold or chocolate, I'm not interested in looking at it.
Yeah, see,
those all pretty much look the same.
And that's the thing. I've heard that from most women that, you know, they're not looking because, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, wieners are wieners. I mean, they're nothing to look at. I mean, it just is what it is, you know?
Like like when I was young, you know, go back, you know, 20-some years ago when I was in college, we used to have a term we used to use called bumping uglies. Because a man's, you know, fenorical and a woman's, you know, thing, they're not the most attractive body parts in the world.
No, they really aren't. You know, I mean, it's like the same thing. Like when I was single, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the good. You know, I'd exchange pictures back and forth with a girl or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't care about getting a hoo-hoo shot.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen one hoo-hoo, you've seen them all. I'm sorry. I don't care about seeing that. You know, I don't even care about the boob pics. I don't even, you know, I'm sorry, you know. Don't get me wrong, I love boobs. I'm a guy.
Yeah.
But you seen a set, you see another set, okay? They're boobs. You know, I like boobs, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to I don't want to see pictures of them.
No.
You know, don't get me wrong, I will look at them.
But a liar.
No, don't get me wrong. I didn't say I wouldn't look at them. I would definitely look at them.
Yeah.
But I'm not necessarily looking for boob pics. You know, I'm not looking for that. You know, as a guy, I mean, look, I'm 38 years old, but I'm a married guy. I'm not looking for that. I don't care. I mean, if I want to see boobs, I'll look at my wife's.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I'll look at them even closer. I mean, it's just that's yeah, motorboat. You know, I mean, yeah. I've done that once or twice, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, she likes it because it tickles her. Because I get the
fuzz,
the peach fuzz on the face, you know. But anyway, she's probably listening to me right now and going, "What the hell is he talking about on the show tonight?"
It's okay, Doug, because while you guys were commiserating with your Hill Bob dude,
Uh-huh.
I took the liberty of looking up some quizzes because sometimes I like to do these with people randomly.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to select either John or Tony to answer the questions of this quiz. I won't tell you what the topic of it is yet. I just want you to delegate one person to take the quiz, and I'll give it to you,
Okay.
and then I'll give you your answers.
We'll do this. Let's do this. Let's do it after the top of the hour. We got about a minute and a half till we go to the news. But let's do that after the top of the hour because I love this. I love where this is going tonight. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. So yeah, you guys decide whoever wants to answer.
I'll do it.
Tony will do it. Okay, Tony said he'll do it. Okay, so this is going to be a quiz for Tony. Okay, this could be fun. Yeah, so after the top of the hour, we're going to do a quiz. Jen's going to do a quiz, and yeah, I'm loving this. This is great. This is great radio.
I'll find one for John, too, and then a special one for Earl. But, hey, you're going to be playing the news and stuff. How come you're not playing my music news? That is the one thing I still do in radio, you know.
Yes. You know what? Send me the thing again. I will. You know what? I can do that. I
don't even have an imaged intro for you, so you're just going to have to take, the middle section, the cream section, if you will.
Okay.
I will IM it to you right now.
Okay. No,
Along with that picture of that donkey and goat that you requested.
Very funny.
Do I have to screenshot you asking me for it? Because I will post it online and I will tag everybody.
I don't. Yeah, whatever. You do whatever you got to do. But you know, because come on, I'm more into a dog and pony show. Come on.
Hee-haw.
Yeah.
Yee-ho.
I need help. Don't mind me. Oh God, we got to get ready to go to the news. I mean, we got the national news coming up, but we're gonna have a fun couple hours left here. We got a lot to do here. This quiz thing, I'm loving this idea. I'm loving this idea. So let's do that. We'll do that after the national news. All right, you're listening to some kind of radio show, Karma Radio. Come back after the news. We're gonna have a fun quiz for everybody here to listen to. National news and more. Stay tuned. Karma Radio.
From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm David Byrd reporting. 3 people were arrested in clashes with police outside a Donald Trump rally in San Diego, California. Thousands of demonstrators had gathered outside the rally at the Civic Center in San Diego. Authorities said that 3 people were arrested, including one for trying to climb over a railing. But the protests were mostly peaceful, and there was none of the violence and mass arrests seen at Trump rallies in other cities. Earlier in Fresno, California, the presumptive Republican nominee told a cheering crowd he could solve the state's water crisis.
And I've heard this from other friends of mine in California where they have farms up here and they don't get water. I said, oh, that's too bad. Is it a drought? No, we have plenty of water. I said, what's wrong? Well, we shove it out to sea. And I said, why? And nobody even knows why. And the environmentalists don't know why. Now they're trying to protect a certain kind of 3-inch fish.
Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton met with community and school leaders in Oakland, California Friday to speak about social issues facing urban communities. U.S. Special Forces in Syria who were wearing patches of a Kurdish fighting group have been ordered to remove them. Coalition spokesman Colonel Steve Warren said for Special Forces units to wear patches of the People's Protection Unit, known as the YPG, on a U.S. military uniform was not authorized.
The bottom line and the important thing is that the situation's been corrected and that we have communicated to our allies that such conduct was inappropriate and it was unauthorized.
Turkey, a NATO ally, considers these Kurdish forces fighting Islamic State to be terrorists and expressed anger over photos of the patches. This is VOA News. Iraqi security forces fired tear gas as thousands of protesters gathered in central Baghdad Friday and attempted to enter the so-called Green Zone. For the second week in a row, demonstrators, many of them supporters of Shiite cleric Muqtada al-Sadr, breached a barbed wire barrier and attempted to pull down the concrete walls surrounding the international zone, which contains the main Iraqi government offices. Last week, demonstrators forced their way into the Green Zone and stormed Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi's office before being driven out by security forces. At least 4 people were killed and dozens injured. Meanwhile, the U.S. military says the Islamic State's top military commander in Fallujah, Iraq, is among 70 militants killed in coalition airstrikes. A coalition spokesman says that more than 20 strikes have been carried out in the past few days, and Maher al-Bilawi, a commander of Islamic State fighters in Fallujah, was killed 2 days ago. More than 100 health experts have called on the World Health Organization to consider whether the Rio de Janeiro Olympics should be canceled because of the threat of the Zika virus. In a letter to the WHO, 150 experts said the Brazilian strain of the virus harms health in ways that science has never seen before. It said that holding the Olympics in Rio poses an unnecessary risk to the more than 500,000 foreign tourists expected to attend the Games. Meanwhile, the International Olympic Committee says 23 competitors from the London Games have failed doping tests. The IOC said it retested 265 samples from London using more sophisticated scientific methods. It found the positive tests in athletes from 5 different sports and 6 countries. The retests focused on athletes who are hoping to compete in this year's Games in Rio. The IOC had previously retested 454 samples from the 2008 Games in Beijing. It found 31 positive test results, 14 of them from Russia.
2, 1, 0. Liftoff of the Falcon 9.
For the third straight time, a SpaceX rocket has successfully lifted off, deployed its cargo, and landed on a barge in the Atlantic Ocean. The Falcon 9 rocket, with a Thaicom 8 communications satellite for Thailand, took off from Cape Canaveral Friday. It successfully placed the satellite into orbit and then landed on a barge about 643 kilometers off the coast just 8 minutes later. For more on these stories, visit our website, voanews.com. I'm David Byrd in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.
Small business is the heart and soul of America, and you can help small businesses turn dreams into reality. The Akron SCORE chapter invites you to become a SCORE volunteer by sharing your expertise in Medina, Portage, Summit, and Wayne counties. Whether you've owned a small business or come from a Fortune 500 company, you too can be a SCORE volunteer. Provide face-to-face, online, or phone mentoring, or lead workshops and seminars for business owners with SCORE's flexible scheduling and volunteer support. Akron SCORE is dedicated to entrepreneur education and formation, growth and success of small businesses through counseling and mentoring. Become a part of SCORE's free services by calling 330-379-3163. That's 330-379-3163, or visit www.akron.score.org.
Hey, this is Amanda of Eye on the Target Radio, Monday nights on KRMA. Join Rob and I at 7 to talk the latest on guns, concealed carry, and the Second Amendment. Monday nights from 7 to 10 on KRMA, Karma Radio.
John's Outdoor Military Store. It's a gun shop. It's a military surplus store located at 9375 US 224 in the old Deerfield Schoolhouse. John's Outdoor Military Store, where they buy, sell, and trade guns, featuring Silver Stag and K-Bar knives, ammo, and holsters. Stop in and shop and check out their monthly sale items. This month's items are t-shirts and ammo. That's John's Outdoor Military Store.
Hi, this is Frank Stams of the Best Stams Sports Show. Please join Jay Brophy and myself on KRMARadio.com Thursday nights from 8 to 11. We talk all sports and anything on your mind.
This hour brought to you by Coffee News Akron, available in over 600 local restaurants and coffee shops, bringing you the best news to enjoy over a cup of hot coffee.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Call now, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Boys look mighty sharp.
Welcome to space, Frank. You waited a while for this.
Yeah, only 40 years.
All right, Cowboys, let's round them up. We got work to do.
All right, we're back on some kind of radio show. 10:10 here on a Friday night. So in the movie Space Cowboys from 2000.
Yep.
Clint Eastwood.
Donald Sutherland.
That's right. Tommy Lee Jones.
I want to say Jim Rockford, but it's James Garner.
James Garner. You want to say Jim Rockford?
that was the only other role I ever knew him in.
Right.
Unless, of course, you think the only other movie I can remember him in was Maverick.
Right, Maverick. Oh, I remember Maverick, yeah.
Yeah, with...
That. Oh, crap, I'm dropping stuff.
Back when Mel Gibson was a nice guy.
Back when he was a nice guy? Was he ever a nice guy?
Yeah, he came off as a nice guy.
Okay, it was an illusion.
Yeah.
You know. We're going to, real quick, before we do our game, we do have a new addition to the program here, and I was just talking to Jen about it, and Jen does a weekly music news segment, and I offered to bring it part of the program here, and without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play that segment right now. So here, if anyone's looking for their music news, we're going to have it right here every week, so here we go. No, I don't want to leave the page. Yeah, I want to leave the page. Ding. There it goes. Oh, it's making me... Okay, it's making me download it. Okay, hold on.
By next week it'll be...
Yeah, right. Hey, there we go.
Former Megadeth drummer Nick Menza unexpectedly passed away this past Saturday night while performing on stage with his current band OHM at the Baked Potato in Studio City, California. Menza suffered a seizure during the band's third song, upon which two concertgoers began CPR until EMS workers arrived. After 25 minutes of attempting to resuscitate Menza, all efforts to revive him, which included multiple adrenaline shots, 3 paddle shocks, and continuous chest compressions, were unsuccessful. Menza was later pronounced dead at the hospital from a massive heart attack. No further details have been released. He was scheduled to release a comic book version of Menza Life in late June while appearing at Comicpalooza in Houston, Texas from June 17th through June 19th. His last Facebook status was posted the morning prior to his passing, in which he stated his excitement to debut his Rhythm Hits the Wall art collection at Comicpalooza. The future of both his book release and art debut are currently on hold while his family comes to terms with his shocking passing. Our station sends our condolences to his family, fans, and friends. Nick Menza, gone at age 51. Former TNT frontman Tony Harnell signed back on with the Norwegian metal band this past weekend after departing with them a year and a half ago. When he originally left, he referred to the band as a very volatile little machine, but now says that, quote, "We're happy to be working together creatively again and hope our fans are as excited as we are. We're already booking shows in the U.S. and across the world in 2017 and also hope to play in as many countries as possible over the next couple of years," unquote. During his time away from TNT, Harnell received critical praise as the lead vocalist of Skid Row, a stint that lasted 8 months until this past December, when conflicting reports stated that he was fired from the band, while other reports indicated he just stopped showing up for performances. For now, fans can keep up with the latest on Harnell and his future endeavors by visiting tnttheband.com. Music and politics are two topics that generally don't mix, other than when presidential hopefuls use select songs on their campaign trail, though this year's U.S. stumping has seen a record number of musicians strongly speaking out in favor or opposition to current Republican presumptive Donald Trump. The latest musician to opine was Carlos Santana, who recently spoke with Rolling Stone magazine to share his idea to stop the Trump train from reaching the White House this November. "What I want is to invite the Pope, the Dalai Lama, Desmond Tutu, and others who have won the Nobel Peace Prizes, 7 men and 7 women, and invite them together like in a Star Trek movie. We can go to the Sydney Opera House or a resort in Honolulu," unquote. While Santana fans may never see a summit of this magnitude come to fruition, they will have a chance to see him during his current world tour, which runs through September 3rd. Tickets along with VIP packages are on sale now at santana.com.
All right. There we go. Music news with Jen Mitchell.
Hey.
You better believe it. That's
Gotta
right.
get the latest in what's going on with the hair bands.
That's just the latest. That's right. That's right. The latest.
What's going on in country music?
Oh, we don't want to know about that.
Yeah, I don't give a crap about country music.
Yeah, me either. Me either. Come on. We're on a rock and talk station.
I know.
You want to ask about country music? Come on.
Shame on you, Tony.
Shame on you. Shame on you. Alistair would probably come in here and just smack you if he heard you.
Hey, we play Eagles, and they're pretty much country. Although they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but then again, they put NWA in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so...
Oh. Anyway, 10:15 here. Now, Jen, you said you had a quiz.
I picked out 3 specific quizzes for y'all.
Okay. All right. Who do we...
I'd like to know who wants to pop the quiz cherry, though.
I will.
Tony's ready to pop it.
Yeah.
He's wearing a red shirt, by the way, too, so he's all cherried up.
Yeah.
Great.
There used to be a
All right, I'm not going to tell you what this quiz is going to determine at the end, because I think that would be more fun.
Okay.
Oh, this
you
could
just
be...
need to answer the questions, and I'll fill it out for you.
This is going to be good.
This will be good. It'll be kind of like those the Mad Libs. We don't know the subject until the
right.
Okay, fire away.
All right, now tell me if I suspect that you're not giving a truthful answer to this, I will change it.
Hey, I will give you the truth and nothing but the truth.
I love this. This is going to be good. It's going to be good.
Okay, so Tony, when did you last have sex? This morning, last night, a week ago, a month ago, over a year ago, or you can't remember?
1 week ago, because she was supposed to be a guest on the show last Friday. She came by, stayed 2 hours, and left.
Have you ever had sex with more than one person in a week? Yes or no?
Yes, there's a thing. There's a thing I've pulled. If you ever remember the TV show How I Met Your Mother, there's a thing, a hockey term called the hat trick. It's 3 women in 24 hours. I've done it once.
Sorry, I have allergies, and I'm trying not to sneeze.
They're going around today.
All right, so here's your next question, honey.
Okay.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
15.
I didn't even know what sex was when I was 15.
I grew up in a small town that only had a bowling alley and a McDonald's.
There you go.
So did I.
So there wasn't a whole heck of a lot to do.
McDonald's, bowl, and go for it.
Yeah, pretty much, and drink.
Yeah.
Lots of Kleenex were burned through, I'm sure, on your behalf. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the next question.
Sure.
This is a tip. Cook dinner topless, then apply a little tomato sauce to your nipple. Is that a great tip or a terrible tip?
Cook dinner topless. No, if a woman's cooking dinner and applies it to her nipples, that's a great tip. Would you be
willing to apply it to yours, though?
I have too much hair on my chest. It's probably not a good idea. Yeah, probably not.
This might be a hard one for you to decide on, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. Okay.
Okay.
Pick a genre of porn. Girl on girl, reality, BDSM, threesome, or feminism.
Threesome.
Okay.
Threesome.
Pick a chat up line, okay?
A chat up line, okay.
I don't even know what the hell is the chat up line.
Was it one of those you call and you call and talk and those
remember Party Line?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like those.
Yeah, I get
probably what it means.
Well, they have them now to where you can call them and it's so much a minute. So much a minute.
You get those 30 free minutes or whatever, and then,
something like that. Yeah. I don't use those things. It's the modern day version, but it's a hookup.
This pickup line because that's really what the choices are.
Okay.
I think I don't think we're going into the telephone thing here, okay?
No.
Oh,
all right, so pick up lines, Tony, okay?
Oh, okay. We're taking a call. This is a local call.
Okay.
All right. Let's take this call real quick. Karma Radio, you're on the air. Who do we have?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I know this. This is TJ Dillon.
Oh, yeah, it is.
What's up, TJ Dillon?
Oh, I'm just having a blast. All dirty and cut up. Tony, I grew up in that same small town.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I know where you're coming from. Maybe a little different time. The bowling alley kind of went away when I was about 12 years old.
Yep.
So, and I wanted to find out if this was a call-up line.
No, this. It depends on how you look at it, man. I mean, it could be a call-up line, but we're not giving away dates or anything like that. Unless you want to have a date with Tony, but I don't think he'd like. You're not his type.
No.
Oh.
By the way, I think. Hey, by the way, you left your jeans in the bathroom.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah, because you were.
Yeah, you might want to explain that.
Yeah. I go into the bathroom. I go into the bathroom to use it, and I'm like, oh, there's a pair of jeans on the floor. Huh? Oh, it's probably Dylan's because I mean they're like size whatever skinny small that you wear.
They're like size small by tall.
Yeah, small by tall. Yeah, that's what he's got. So yeah, they're yours. I'll make sure. I'll be a nice guy and I'll grab him for you and I'll bring him to work tomorrow. How's that?
Oh, thanks.
I'm a nice guy like that. I think you left the pair at my
You're
house,
a good
too.
girlfriend, Earl.
I think
I might have.
You left the pair in my house, too.
I might have.
With a brown
I
belt?
leave pants everywhere.
Don't ask. You don't want to know.
I leave pants everywhere.
He leaves pants everywhere. Yeah, but you're missing a great. You're right in the middle of this great quiz.
Okay.
Okay, Jen, how many questions are left on the quiz for Tony?
I think 4.
4. Okay, let's keep asking those because we got break coming up in about 10 minutes. So yeah, let's keep going with the questions. Dylan, if you got time, you can stay on the line here.
Yeah, I got a little bit of time.
Okay, don't be too long because I know your boss.
Well, I spent an hour in lane 28, so I'm taking a break.
Okay, good plan. Yeah. Is it fixed now?
Yeah, it's good.
You're good. All right. See, I told you you get it fixed. I had faith in you. All right, go ahead, Jen.
Ask away.
All right, Tony. So you got to pick a good pickup line here, okay? And all of them are bad, so pick like the least suckiest one of them, okay?
Okay.
The least suckiest.
Yeah. Steal my shirt. That's boyfriend material. If I told you that you had a great body, would you hold it against me? I've lost my phone number. Can I borrow yours? I'll cook you dinner if you cook me breakfast. Or I'm wasted, but the condom in my wallet doesn't have to be.
Wow.
Probably the best of those
Take a
is...
vote on that last one.
I'll cook you dinner if you cook me breakfast.
Oh.
No, I'm going to override you and pick the condom one for you.
I like that. The condom one's pretty good. You have to go with the condom one.
See,
that's the one I would have picked.
See, that doesn't apply to me, though. I've had a vasectomy, so...
Oh, well, but there's still STDs out there.
Fine. We'll do the goddamn dinner thing.
Oh, hey!
All right.
Hey!
All right, so pick a sex position, Tony.
Okay.
Pair of tongs, scissors, head spinner, bumper cars, triple Lindy, or overpass.
Triple Lindy, because I was quite a fan of Rodney Dangerfield.
We're doing that movie in a couple weeks. So.
Yeah. Triple Lindy. I mean, although one of my preferences is I like to play the rusty trombone.
Great. All right, so pick a condom flavor. Vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, mint, whiskey, banana, or pierogi. No, pierogi's not on this, but
No.
I wish it was.
Oh, wait a minute. If Deb was here...
We'd be Neapolitan.
Yes, sir.
If Deb was here, it'd be... Yeah, but if Deb was here, it'd be Neapolitan.
It would have to be whiskey, because I'm a Jack Daniels guy.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Neapolitan.
Have you ever orgasmed more than once in a single session, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Where is the weirdest place you've had sex? A library, a car, a beach, a roof, a nightclub, or I don't have sex in weird places?
Let's see here. Can I go with an other on that one? I've got one place even weirder than what you've listed.
Uh-oh.
Well, the options. You got to pick one of them. Pick the one that's closest to the one that you were going to pick.
There you go.
That's not them.
Okay, a car, a Pontiac Fiero.
Okay.
This is going to be good.
That takes skill because isn't the Fiero really small?
Yeah, well, I used to be really small at one time, so...
I was gonna
That's what she just said that the other day, right? The one. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. It's probably what she was saying when she hasn't called you back.
By the way, there's only 2 more questions.
Okay, 2 more.
2 more.
Pick some post-coital chat. So what would you say to your chick after you're done doing the dirty? We should do this again sometime. I just had sex. You're an absolute trooper. Well, that was mediocre. Is there anything good in the fridge, or I'm not telling you about this?
We should do this again sometime.
Of course you would say that.
Absolutely
would. That's what I would say.
Actually, that was the last one, so...
Okay. So what do we get a prize here, or what's the deal? How's this work? How does this work?
I'm going to have to, I don't know about this, but according to this quiz, that the topic of the quiz was how good are you at sex, and your answer was you're almost too good at sex, Tony.
Damn, Tony. Tony, you're almost too good.
It's probably why both my ex-wives still wanted to have sex after we got divorced. My first
There's even a little write-up. Do you want me to read you the write-up?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, this would be good.
Humor me.
Okay.
Humor me.
It says, oh my God, you're so good at sex. Seriously, you're unbelievable. There's basically no one on this planet who is better at sex than you. You're better at sex than Bradley Cooper. When you have sex, the whole world changes a bit. everyone you've had sex with is incredibly lucky. Every time you have sex, you give someone the greatest gift they'll ever receive. You're truly amazing, Tony. Congratulations.
That's great.
That is freaking great.
That was absolutely...
15-year-old girl after the first time. Oh, my God, it was the best ever.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 15-year-old girl.
You just said his ego. Jeez.
Okay,
I know
Tony's already got...
the other 2 quizzes, but I had 2 other specific ones picked out, one for Earl and one for John. So.
Okay. Well, we can do those the next half hour. You know, we got about 5 minutes to our break, and then we do got to play the Troy's tantrum here too. I promise Troy will do that. But we will do the next 2 quizzes before the end of the night. We got to, because these are great. Oh my God, Tony! If Tony's head wasn't already big enough, it's double the size it was before. And I doubt...
Earl, you can't say that.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Why?
You cannot talk about Tony's head like that.
I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about that one on his shoulders, not that head. Pervert.
Keep the bowling balls out of the gutter, Dylan.
Yeah, come on. I mean, this is a family-friendly show. Come on.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Anyhow.
All right. I'm going to do some other stuff.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Hey.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye.
This show's about as family-friendly as a lynching.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, jeez. 1026 here, Karma Radio. Give us a call, 330-673-2428. We're doing quizzes about manhood tonight, too, on top of the fact that we've done horoscopes. We still got some news we got to do, but I will touch on one quick headline here real quick. And to do that, of course, I got to do this. Because I know Dylan loves this music so much. All right. And headlines tonight brought to you by, I don't know. I can't find it. The hell with it. Okay. In our one of our headlines here tonight, traffic ticket. State lawmaker says, no problem, just burn it. Okay. A Republican Tennessee lawmaker says getting a traffic camera ticket isn't a problem. He says just burn them. State Rep Andy Holt said such a ticket just set it ablaze. Oh, let me get to the right place here. Why does the screen do this? Okay. The screen just decided to do something stupid here on me. Okay. State Rep Andy Holt set such ticket ablaze on Wednesday and posted the video to Facebook. News release issued in conjunction with the Facebook video urges others who are issued tickets through traffic cameras to in the state of Tennessee to just ignore them. When you do get one, throw it in the trash. Personally, I prefer to burn mine, he said. Knoxville Police Chief David Roush said in an email Thursday to the Knoxville News Sentinel that might not be a good idea, and he called Holt's advice unsound. No one likes to be caught violating traffic offenses, regardless of how they are caught, but they have a legal obligation to properly address it. Burning a citation or throwing it away is an emotional response that may make you feel good, but it does not make the violation accountably go away, said Roush. Holt, a long-time critic on traffic camera tickets, and has previously called for banning them. In this year's legislative session, he sponsored a bill that requires citations to include the following statement: non-payment of the citation cannot adversely affect your credit score or report on a driver's license and automobile insurance rates. The bill passed both chambers and took effect on April 27th. So, I'll tell you what, I've never been a fan of them things either. The cop in a box, I'm sorry, I mean, this is my opinion and only my opinion, and it doesn't reflect the views of the station or anything like that, but I think they're unconstitutional.
Yeah.
They they're great for safety purposes, but I'm sorry, these cameras, I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. As far as, I mean, they're great to keep an eye on things, making sure, but for traffic citations, another story. Totally another story. Tony, give me your thoughts real quick, and we'll go to break.
I see them around all the time. Actually, I've been seeing them fewer and fewer towards the last part of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they're sending them to you and say, okay, you got caught speeding in a school zone only,
yeah,
I can see them being used in school zone.
Right. Well, school zone is another thing because you got kids' safety involved there right in front of the school.
Yeah, but red light or speed cameras just out and about.
I hate that. I hate that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to news. Or, we don't need to go to news. We're going to go breaks. That's right. Yeah, that's right. We're going to go to break here. So we're going to take a break, and you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show, Karma Radio. Coming up after the break here, Troy's Tantrum Time. Then we'll come back with some more of these quizzes, because I think they're very entertaining tonight. Karma Radio, Some Kind of Radio Show. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is TJ Dillon, and you can join me from 6 to 8 p.m. every Friday night on the Weekend All Request Show. I'll be playing your requests and rocking you into the weekend, KRMA style. Call in and hear your favorite songs by request live from 6 to 8 p.m. only on KRMARadio.com.
Hi gang, Maggie here from KRMA Radio. If you're like me, you know that college is a big expense for parents and students alike. Often the loans don't even cover tuition, let alone textbooks. That means money out of pocket on expensive textbooks. And luckily, there's a website that lets me save up to 80% off of textbooks that my kids need for school. Textbookly.com is a one-stop shop for the very best prices on the web for textbooks. Give them a try today. I was glad I did. Textbookly, the smarter way to buy.
Earl McCune, he starts where the others stop.
Sex with sporting goods. What do you guys think?
The world watches in amazement as he unlocks the secrets of Al Capone's underwear drawer.
Aha! Tidy whities!
He blew the lid off the secrets of Santa.
Stop it! Stop it! I still believe!
Sometimes shocking, always controversial. He talks subjects other talk shows are afraid to touch. He pries, he pokes, he digs deep. He gets the answers. Most of all, he gets ratings. Wait a second, what is this crap?
Join me, Debbie, and the Crazy Crew on Some Kind of Radio Show, Fridays, 8 p.m. till midnight on KRMARadio.com. You'll never know what you'll hear next on our show.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Do not lock onto those damn rockets, you hear me? Got it. Itself.
All right, 10:35, Karma Radio, some kind of radio show here. Earl McKean along with Tony the Comedy Killer.
Yep.
John Sinsel on the phone, and Jen Mitchell joining us here tonight. Thank you, Jen, for joining us. I definitely appreciate you being on the air tonight with us.
You're welcome. I hope I'm not ruining your whole mojo over there.
No, you know what? We're loving it. Tony and I were just talking about how much fun we're having.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're having a great time doing this with you tonight. I'm glad you're on tonight. This is fun. We're having a fun time. All right, well...
But are your pants on or off, though? I have to know.
Mine are off. I mean, it's hotter than hell in here. I mean, so mine are...
We got the AC running,
But the only problem is that once I get up, my butt cheeks are going to stick to these leather chairs. I mean, it's only going to suck, but anyway, yeah. Well, I've been promising, this. I mean, there's a lot of people listening for this. I've been getting Facebook messaged by about 30 different people tonight when we playing this. So, without further ado here, we're going to play a little blast from the past from our program here. This was from a couple years back on the old show, but I said we play some more of these. This is the best of... I think I grabbed the wrong one. Hold on a minute. I think I grabbed the wrong one off the... Yeah, I did. There's another one here. Hold on a minute.
Uh-oh. What'd you do, Earl?
I grabbed the wrong... Oh, crap. I grabbed the wrong one. Well, that isn't going to work too well. I grabbed the wrong one.
What? No choice tantrum.
No, I will still play it. I just got to... Crap. That ain't going to work. Can't do choice tantrum. I grabbed the wrong one off the file.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, I grabbed the wrong one. This is the one I got from last week. That's my bad. That's my fault. Oh, crap. I could play it, but here's the problem. It's got some swears in it and stuff. So, my bad. I'm sorry, Troy. I cannot play the one. I pulled one and I edited it and everything, and I didn't put the right one on the flash drive. Oh, that's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. Wait a minute. If I time it right, maybe I can... Hold on a minute. You know what I can do? Let me find it. I'll go to YouTube. But I'll have to be very quick on the button, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'll be quick on the button. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'll be quick on the button.
Yes, I know it's out there.
Oh, it's out there. I know where it's at, but here's the thing. I had to edit the damn thing. Because it's...
Oh, right. That's right. I remember, yeah.
Yeah, I had to edit this thing like crazy, but let's see.
Anyway, I'll give a quick update here on the basketball game as I'm watching it here.
Okay.
Cleveland's up 90-78. About 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
9.5 minutes.
Gotcha. All right, let me give this thing a try here. I'm just gonna be quick on the button.
That's right, you stupid, moronic, half-witted, doltish, mindless, senseless, out to lunch, dopey, ludicrous dumbass. If you made my list, then I'm gonna tell you why. But first, hey, let's have some idle banter.
Hey everybody, I'm glad to be back after last week's. But before I say anything bad, can I ask you a question, Debbie?
Yes, sir.
Hey, there's a Deb.
How come your daughter Lori's in the room? She's 9 years old, and I'm saying terrible, terrible words and sometimes very sexual things. I mean, am I going to go to jail for this?
No. She's heard a lot worse, trust me.
Yeah, but somebody official listening might just pick me up and put me in jail, knowing that there's a 9-year-old girl in the room?
No, you're not going to get in trouble. Parental guidance, remember?
I'll take your word for that.
Remember, it's PG-13 parental guidance.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. I'll be sure to stay on PG-13.
No, you don't have to be PG-13. It's just... Lori, she just likes to pop in and now and then, so she listens to whatever.
Okay, well, after last week's audio, I came up with an idea for your listeners. And if it happens again, just turn it into a drinking game. Like every time Debbie says, "Can you hear me?" then you take a swig. And every time that goddamn dog barks, swig.
No, double shot for that.
A double shot. Okay, so anyway, I have a question.
Okay.
Whose idea was it for that commercial you did, the Ebola?
Earl's.
Earl's? Okay, so anyway, I have a question. Whose idea was it for that commercial you did, the Ebola? Earl's?
Earl's.
Okay, so anyway, I have a question. Whose idea was it for that commercial you did, the Ebola? That was great. I think that's genius. And he did the whole thing?
Yeah.
So it reminds me of a joke I used to say. Does anybody there speak Spanish?
Me and my daughter.
So you know Spanish?
Yes.
Oh, then you're going to like my jokes. Because these are aimed at Spanish-speaking people.
Okay.
Okay, well, the first one, before Ebola, there was E. coli, right?
Correct.
Okay, so here's my first Mexican joke, Spanish joke. What did the Mexican say after he found out he had E. coli?
I don't know what.
E. coli de la chingada! Now, the same thing... You like that? Hold on, brace yourself. So I turned it also into Ebola de la chingada also!
That's funny.
That's a funny joke.
Wait, okay, here's my next joke, my Spanish joke. Only Spanish people will get this now, okay?
Okay.
You ready? Okay, here's my imitation of an impatient Mexican cow. Muévete. You understand that, right?
Yes.
All right, here's my third Spanish-speaking joke. All right, now, back in high school, we used to have a coach. Yeah, his name was Eno. He used to say, hey, Cochino, Cochino. All right, that's enough of the Spanish jokes. So anyway, Earl told me about his first job at the bowling alley, and then when I told the story to my brother Frankie, he begged me to let him act it out in a reenactment. So without further ado, here's my brother, Frankie Froman. Hi everyone! Oh, I'm Frankie Froman, and I'm going to reenact Earl's story. Okay, cue my theme. Ah, that's beautiful. That's right, Troy. You're not the only one with a theme song.
I grabbed the wrong one again. I grabbed the wrong one again. Sorry, Troy. I'm having like total idiot moment here. Hold on a minute. I really want to play. There's the one I want to play. I'm going to play this. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to get to the right one. I'm going to get to the right one. Here we go. I promised Troy I would play this for him, and I am playing it for him. But you know, I gotta. Let me get to this. Let me get to the part where it's good. Okay, not there.
Second.
Is there actually a part where it's good?
All right, so let's get on with my tantrum.
All right, here we go.
Bring in my town crier.
This is the tantrum. Yeah, this is it. This is the one I wanted to play.
Hell yeah! Let the tantrum begin!
This is my bad. I totally had this all figured out, and I screwed up.
Hold on a second. Frankie? What are you doing here? Well, Troy, we've told the world about Earl and Deb's most embarrassing moments. So we got together and we figured out, well, now it's your turn. Oh, no. We're not going to be doing that. Hey, what's that you're holding, Frankie? A frying pan? Ah, what are you going to do? Scramble us some eggs, huh? Or... That's right, Troy. You take a little nap while I do a reenactment of your most embarrassing moment. Or should I say, moments? Because today, Troy is going to be a two-parter. Okay. Roll my theme music, girl. Oh, wonderful. Ahem. You're listening to Frankie Froman's fabulous masterpiece reenactment theater. Yay! Okay, this first one is called Troy's Misfortunate Hospital Experience. Okay, just so everyone knows, this true story happened to Troy about 15 years ago. Hi, my name is Troy Froman. I'm an ignorant son of a... don't pay much to my doctor's advice. So one day I felt like I was going to die. So I went to the hospital, and after some blood tests, they told me that I had to stay a couple of nights to get better. Oh, so on the second day, I felt some gas inside that wanted to be released. So I broke wind and... Oh my God! I felt chocolate pudding coming out from my ass, and it filled up my butt crack like a reservoir. Oh my God! I can't believe this is happening. I should have been smarter, knowing that I was on a liquid diet. Oh, thank God my wife had brought me a couple changes of underwear. So Troy got himself out of the bed and grabbed his fresh undies and proceeded to his bathroom, wheeling his IV cart with him. So Troy takes off his crappy pudding underwears and he starts to clean them in the bathroom sink. But the smell, it got to him so bad that he felt like he was going to throw up. And guess what? He did just that. Oh my God, now I have yellow liquid diet throw up all over my hospital gown. And oh my God, look at this. My IV has come undone and there's blood dripping out of my arm with a pool of blood surrounding my feet. Oh, so Troy became so overwhelmed with his crappy underwear in his hand and the vomit on his gown and the blood dripping everywhere, he panicked. Oh, help me, Troy shouted into the hallway. So then his nurse came in, and when she saw what was going on, she started laughing and called for more help. And when a couple of other nurses came in, they started laughing too. So regardless to say that this was the most embarrassing moment of Troy's life. Well, maybe except for my next reenactment. Oh, my head. Frankie, what happened to my head? Oh, nothing, Troy. Go back to sleep now. He'll be sleeping for a while with that one. Okay, that was a great reenactment. Now, for the second one, this one's called Troy's Misfortunate Car Ride Home. So one day, about 10 years ago, Troy was getting off work at the family deli, and he called his wife Cynthia to see what she would like for dinner. Well, usually it's something from the deli, but this time Cynthia said, I'm tired of the deli food that we eat almost every night. So if you don't mind, husband, that I love you so much, would you mind stopping by the Subway and get me that new carnita sandwich that I saw on the TV during my stories? So Troy, always being the best husband that he could, said, sure. At that time, Troy felt like he had to take a dump. But that's okay, Troy thought. It can wait till I get home. So Troy went to the Subway shop, and while he was ordering the sandwiches, he felt his need to take a crap even more intense. Ooh. Can I use your restroom, please? Troy said as he clenched his butt cheeks together. I'm sorry, sir, but our restrooms are for employees only. Oh, please, said Troy, it's an emergency. I'm sorry, sir, but rules are rules. Oh, man. Oh, well, could you at least please make those sandwiches faster? Troy said as he did his, please don't crap in my pants, with his hand applying pressure to the outside part of his Levi's where the crap wanted to come out dance. So Troy left with his sandwiches and got into his car. Troy thought, my crap has subsided. But while driving home, Troy started to feel his crap bursting out of his butt. Please, Troy screamed at his ass, please wait till I get home. But his ass wouldn't listen to him. And all of a sudden, oh my God, thought Troy, I just crapped my pants while driving. Oh, well, Troy felt relief and disgust at the same time. So when arriving home, Troy was carrying the Subway sandwich bag with his mouth because one of his hands was using his keys and the other hand was applying pressure to the pant leg that the crap wanted to slide out of. Oh, so when Troy entered his apartment, Cynthia looked at him like, what the? So Troy placed the sandwich bag on the stairs and proceeded to run upstairs, still clenching his pant leg so the crap wouldn't fall onto the stairs. No, don't ask any questions, Troy said. Oh, I'll be done in a few. So Troy jumped into the shower, clothes and all, and thought, God, I hate that Subway guy. Okay, so that's the end. Now toodaloo. Ow! My head. Oh, what happened to me?
Hey, Troy, it's time for your tantrum.
Yeah. Oh, my tantrum, yeah. Oh, my head. Okay, all right. I'm ready for this. Bring out my town crier.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Let the tantrum begin!
Okay. Let's reminisce for a minute. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I love this music. While I was attending school, at the tender age of 10, our school asked of us to please go door to door and sell these $1 candy bars to raise funds for our school. So, of course, we all did that in our neighborhoods, and that was our first youthful experience selling something. Oh, those childhood memories. How much I treasure them. Of course, we would never, ever disturb a family at dinner time. We would never do... That's right! What these damn telemarketers do all the time. That's calling you right in the middle of your family dinner. They interrupt our lives at home with their vulturous calls. Politicians, credit cards, banks, car insurance, life insurance, cable, phone. The list just never ends. Well, what can we do about it? It seems like going through the process of getting your name off their list proves fruitless in most cases. So you can do what I did, and we removed our landline. Perfect. Lower cable bill, no more calls. Yeah. Or, if you like your landline, you can do this. Now, this is from an idea I found on the internet. All right, so here we go. Hello. Hi. Hello. My name is Jason from DY Insurance. May I take just a few minutes of your time to tell you about an amazing deal? Yeah, sure. Of course. But let me give you to the right person. Here, sweetheart. It's Santa Claus. Tell him what you want for Christmas. No, sir. No, please don't. Oh.
Santa, I want a teddy bear, I want Minecraft, I want Minecraft
Pony.
Steve,
Can you put your father back on the phone,
and
please?
I want the paper, and I want a pony, a unicorn,
I hate my life.
a teddy bear, and tambourine, and a drum set, and a guitar.
Don't you just love that? Come on, everyone. Let's all do something like that. Come on, let's sell them a lesson, huh? Come on, Mr. Telephone Salesman. Keep calling us in the middle of dinner, you schmuckles. Well, that's it for this week's Tantrum. Bye! Class dismissed.
That was our tantrum. I was quick enough on the button, so I got all the swear words out. So, but that was the one I was going to play originally. So that's Troy doing his little tantrum and the telemarketer part.
Oh yeah,
I enjoyed that part. Yeah.
Well, I remember last week he had called and we told him we played at 9:30 Pacific time.
Yeah.
Then at first he didn't get it, and then he realized it was 12:30 Eastern time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you'll all be out of there by then. Well, yeah, that's when we're playing it.
Yeah.
I love screwing with him.
I do too. It's rewarding.
Yeah.
He calls a screw with us, and we
reciprocate.
We reciprocate. That's right. 10:54 here at Karma Radio. We got myself, Earl McCune, Tony the Comedy Killer in the studio with me, John Sinsel on the phone, and of course the lovely and talented Jen Mitchell.
Yes, indeed.
You like that, Jen? Lovely and talented.
Two words that I rarely hear in conjunction with myself, so thank you.
You're welcome.
I can vouch for the talented, but I haven't seen lovely with my own eyes.
Yes. Yeah.
You haven't seen lovely with your own eyes?
Well, I haven't seen you with my own two eyes, so a picture's one
this
thing.
This is Tony, right?
Indeed.
Well, that's not what Earl said. Earl said that you thought I was hot, so you had to have seen something. Maybe it wasn't me, though.
I showed you a couple pictures of Jen. But you know,
Pictures?
Yeah.
He's
talking about gazing upon you
in the flesh,
it's face to face within a few feet,
mano a mano.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Yeah,
that's why I said whenever I decide I want to come to Chicago, do I got to fly into Midway or O'Hare?
Well, I've never been on an airplane, and I don't think I've been to either one of the airports, so I can't tell you.
Which airport do you live closer to?
I live about 20 minutes away from O'Hare, so I guess I know where you're going.
Yeah. I mean, Sunday after Thanksgiving, I'll be in Chicago rooting on my Bears playing the Titans.
Oh, hell, I don't even know what's happening tomorrow. I can't tell you about that.
Yeah,
far down the road.
Well, I knew it's a 5-hour drive, and a buddy of mine's a Titans fan, and he was like, let's go. He's like, let's fly out. And I'm like, I'm not spending 300 hours on a round-trip flight to Chicago to go, fly out, fly back the same day. We're going to freaking drive. I'll drive out, and you drive back so I can nap and go to work the next morning.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to fly. I mean, I've flown to Chicago just recently, but I use that was my layover point,
Yeah, if I fly, I intend on staying there like overnight or a couple of nights.
Yeah.
Not fly out, watch the game, and fly back the same day.
Right, now when Chicago's your destination, driving, it's more practical to drive. But I mean, but I'll say the couple 3 or 4 times I've been to Chicago, I've been at the airport.
Yeah.
And it's been my stop, I'm not there to stay. I've been there for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever my layover is, and then I'm heading off to wherever they sent, where I'm going next. But I've never really been into Chicago as far. Now my boss, he's in Chicago. He's bowling the Peterson. He's the Peterson Classic tournament. He's drove there today, and he's staying there through Saturday or Sunday, I think. Through Sunday, and he's driving home Sunday. But he's going to go bowl the Peterson, which is it's been around forever and ever and ever, and it's one of those, they really mess with you at that tournament. But he's doing that this weekend, and wish him luck. Hope he does well.
Let's hope.
But 10:57 here, Karma Radio. Now, after we come back, Jen, you said you got 2 more quizzes you want to do. You got one for me and one for John, correct?
I do, but I'm going to have to put that on hold because I have an art consult in like 2 minutes.
Oh,
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
And the Cats are up by 24, so likely they're going to the finals tonight.
Okay, so if we don't do it, we'll postpone these to another day if you can't do them. But that's fine. That's fine. But we did get the nice taste of Tony. Yeah. Ooh, a taste of Tony. Oh God, taste of.
Yeah. You're the wrong gender to be getting.
Oh, I don't want no taste of Tony. Now, if it was if there's a hot chick named Tony with an I, that might be a story.
Yeah.
But.
I think that we should just zip through one for Earl because I really just can't go to sleep unless this one gets done.
Okay.
It's really short.
Let's zip through it real quick. We got a couple minutes before we got to go to the news. All right, go ahead.
I'm not going to tell you what it's for, okay?
Okay, all right.
Okay, describe your bed. Busy, messy, soft. I've got a foam mattress. Empty, firm, cozy, neat, or big.
Big.
I asked for your bed size, not okay.
Yeah, big.
What's your go-to move? The old yawn and stretch.
Mm-hmm.
The old bend and snap. Compliments. Sexy dancing. Duck face selfies. You're intelligent. Doing favors, jokes, or showing off your butt.
Oh, let's see. You said jokes one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, joke. That's me. I like to make jokes.
I'm so sorry. I have allergies.
That's okay. No worries. No worries.
Sorry about that. Okay. What are you most hungry for? Lunch, brunch, adventure, pizza, gossip, knowledge, butt, chocolate, or wine?
Ooh. I see. I have a sweet tooth. I like chocolate.
The right answer. That's the only answer that will work. Who would you want to pretend to be for the night? A cop? Stunt person, a doctor, senator, famous actor, pet company owner, porn star, astronaut, or someone of a different gender?
Oh God,
or me,
or Tony. Let's see. I like doctor. I could be a doctor.
You just want to tell them people to turn your head and cough.
How do you feel about tacos? Tacos are your babies. They're okay. Taco trucks only, please. They're the best drunk food. Boring. Someone say tacos? The
Oh.
only food, Barf City, or depends on the tacos.
Oh. Does someone say tacos?
Pink tacos.
We kind of covered this earlier, but how do you feel about hot dogs? Ew. I prefer sausage. Hot dogs are the real heroes. I'm very picky. Whatever. I'm more of a burger person. Veggie only. Who let the dogs out? It was me. God, that's so stupid. Wait, sorry. I just attacked the screen with my mouth. So sorry.
Yeah, I'm a burger person.
So ill?
Yeah, I'm a burger guy.
Oh, more of a burger person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I really am. I prefer a good hamburger any day. I love hamburgers. I really do. I love a good hamburger.
Prime rib, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But if it's my
Who
choice...
would play you in the porno version of your life? Ryan Gosling, Jake Johnson, Danny Pudi, the rest of them are girl choices in the Hamburglar.
It would be me in the porno version.
Yeah.
You know what, just for comical sake, I'll say the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
But you didn't say you like burgers, you know.
Yes.
Describe your dancing ability.
Oh.
Moderate to rigorous, 8.5 out of 10. Tap, depends on the shot you did. Mostly arms, mostly hips, acceptable or professional.
I will say acceptable.
How sorry are you?
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Not sorry? Huh?
I'm very sorry. You kidding me?
Okay. I'll pick actually crying then for you.
Okay.
That one
Yeah, that works. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they were asking the question was, what kind of animal are you in bed? And your answer was a rabbit. Your sexual appetite is quick, dirty, and frequent. You have freed yourself to do the shackles of sexual shame. You do you, and also everyone else. So basically, you're a big fat slut.
And you know what? That's probably true. In the meantime, let's go to the news. Listen to the Karma Radio, some kind of radio show. We'll be right back.
From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm David Byrd reporting. About 1,000 protesters marched and chanted outside the San Diego Convention Center as presumptive Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump spoke to supporters inside. Waving U.S. and Mexican flags, the protesters confronted police in the city, which sits just 24 kilometers from the Mexican border and where 1/3 of its residents are Latino. Police said they made 3 arrests, including one man who climbed a railing separating protesters from officers. His arrest led protesters to spray water and throw empty plastic bottles at police. Earlier Friday, a smaller group of demonstrators was on hand as Trump told supporters in Fresno, California, that he can solve their water crisis, declaring there is no drought. Trump accused state officials of denying water to Central Valley farmers so they can send it out to sea to protect a certain kind of 3-inch fish. The Delta smelt is a native California fish on the brink of extinction. U.S. Special Forces in Syria who were wearing patches of a Kurdish fighting group have been ordered to remove them due to political sensitivities. Coalition spokesman Colonel Steve Warren said for Special Forces to wear patches of the People's Protection Units, known as the YPG, on U.S. military uniforms was not authorized.
Wearing those YPG patches was unauthorized and it was inappropriate. And corrective action has been taken. And we have communicated as much to our military partners and our military allies in the region.
Turkey considers Kurdish forces to be terrorists and expressed anger over photos showing the U.S. soldiers wearing their patches. This is VOA News. The United Nations Refugee Agency says it is upset about the substandard conditions in which refugees and migrants are living in northern Greece. As Lisa Schlein reports from Geneva, the UNHCR is urging the Greek government to move the refugees to better sites just days after it closed a refugee camp on the Macedonian border.
The UN Refugee Agency agrees conditions in Idomeni were abysmal, but notes the people have been transferred to sites that are also well below minimum standards. UNHCR spokeswoman Melissa Fleming says some people have been packed into derelict warehouses and factories. She says air circulation in these places are poor and supplies of food, water, toilets, showers, and electricity are insufficient. The UNHCR is calling on the Greek government to immediately identify and establish new sites that are in full compliance with basic humanitarian requirements. Lisa Schlein for VOA News, Geneva.
More than 100 health experts have called on the World Health Organization to consider whether the Rio Olympic Games should be canceled because of the threat of the Zika virus. In a letter to the WHO, 150 experts said the Brazilian strain of the virus harms human health in ways that science has not seen before. It said holding the Olympics in Rio poses an unnecessary risk to the more than 500,000 foreign tourists expected to attend the Games. The mosquito-borne Zika virus causes a birth defect known as microcephaly, where babies are born with unusually small heads and brain and developmental disabilities. Meanwhile, the International Olympic Committee says 23 competitors from the 2012 London Games have failed dope tests. The IOC said it retested 265 samples from London using more sophisticated scientific methods. It found the positive tests in athletes from 5 different sports and 6 countries. The IOC had previously retested 454 samples from the 2008 Games, that is, in Beijing, and found 31 positive test results. The U.S. economy expanded at a disappointing annual rate in the first 3 months of the year, but new data show it wasn't quite as bad as first thought. The Commerce Department reported Friday that gross domestic product grew at an annual rate of 0.8% during the first 3 months. That is 0.3% higher than government economists had estimated earlier this year, but still reflects a slowing economy. On Wall Street, all 3 major indices ended trading higher on Friday. European and Asian markets were also up. I'm David Byrd in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.
Who is minding your business? The Akron SCORE chapter is part of the nation's largest network of free expert mentors to help your business meet goals and achieve success. Take advantage of SCORE's free and confidential phone or online business mentoring, local workshops and seminars, and online expert resources. Akron SCORE provides services in nearby Medina, Portage, Summit, and Wayne counties. The Akron SCORE chapter is dedicated to entrepreneur education and formation, growth, and success of small businesses through counseling and mentoring. Call 330-379-3163. That's 330-379-3163. Or visit www.akron.score.org.
Hi, I'm Maggie Fuller.
And I'm Alistair Crowley.
Listen to us daily from 3 to 6 for
funny news, contests, traffic, weather, and complete nonsense. That's my department.
Give us a call, 330-673-2428, and tell us what you think.
You won't be sorry.
John's Outdoor Military Store. It's a gun shop. It's a military surplus store located at 9375 US 224 in the old Deerfield Schoolhouse. John's Outdoor Military Store, where they buy, sell, and trade guns, featuring Silver Stag and K-Bar knives, ammo, and holsters. Stop in and shop and check out their monthly sale items. This month's items are t-shirts and ammo. That's John's Outdoor Military Store.
I'm Alistair Crowley.
And I'm Maggie Fuller.
And you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show with Earl McCune,
Deb, and the Crazy Crew.
Right here on KRMARadio.com.
Give them a call, 330-673-2428.
This hour brought to you by Coffee News Akron. Available in over 600 local restaurants and coffee shops. Bringing you the best news to enjoy over a cup of hot coffee.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Call now, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
He's out.
I'll get the extra payload assist modules and hook them up while you take Johnny Quest here back to the ship.
We've got a problem. We've only got one rocket left.
One Pam's got no chance of getting that thing into orbit, Frank.
You got another problem.
Oh no. Even if we get this thing going, it's not going to have enough power with 2 broken panels.
Take the kid back. I'll handle this.
And just how are you going to handle it, Professor? You're a pilot, remember?
I'll need all the extra O2 modules you've got.
What are you talking about? No.
I love you, Frank, but why do you have to be such a killjoy all the time? Besides that, you ever see a prettier moon?
What's he talking about, Frank?
It's 250,000 miles away. You'd never make it.
Oh, hell yes, I will. All I gotta do is get halfway there, the moon's gravity will take over and do the rest. I'll fire these things into outer space and let them self-destruct.
That's not a solution, Frank. One Pam rocket's not nearly enough thrust. Now let's everybody slow down. There's got to be another way.
There isn't.
No. Gotta be a winner in every race, Frank. Looks like it's gonna be me this time.
As usual.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, and let me see what spring is like on
Jupiter and Mars. In other words, I won't sing. Thank God. Welcome back to Some Kind of Radio Show. 11:13 here on the East Coast, 8:13 on the West Coast.
Yep. Congrats to the Cavs, Eastern Conference champions.
Yep. I tell you what, I was wrong. I was thinking 7.
Hey, and now here's the big question. And I tweeted this out. And, I have people that are like, when we win the championship, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Gotta say if. Don't get cocky.
You can't be cocky. I mean, the ones that are cocky are like, that's what they thought last year. Everyone thought it was going to be a done deal last year, but then they ran into the buzzsaw of the Warriors and done. But I mean, I'd love to see Cleveland win it all. I mean, because I want to see a winner. We haven't hit this. The town needs a winner.
Yeah,
but
and the biggest thing's going to be is now can they hang with the Western Conference?
Yeah.
Because
it's a different style basketball.
Oh yeah, I mean the years that LeBron won in Miami was the only couple of times here in the last handful of years an Eastern Conference teams won the title.
Right.
Because you got to remember the Spurs.
Yeah.
The obviously the Warriors won it last year.
Yeah.
And I mean you go through obviously the Lakers several years back, but it's a matter of now. Can they hang? I mean, and they got their big 3. They got Love, Kyrie, and LeBron.
They're all healthy. Yeah, and that's the big thing. That's one thing compared to last year. You only had LeBron. That's it.
Yeah, and
that's all you had last year.
You can't have a Kevin Love scoring 2 points game.
No, and he's been playing well. He's been on. I mean, if Kevin Love's on, Kyrie's on. They're firing all cylinders. I mean, the whole team's playing well. I mean,
they're playing.
They're playing as a team.
Yeah, they're playing as a team.
Yeah, that's one thing for sure. All right, 11:15 here Eastern time. Here on Some Kind of Radio Show on Karma Radio. I got a special request from our good friend Troy. He made a little video and he asked if I'd play this thing. It's about a minute long. He calls it the King of Poop, and I said I'd play it, and I guess I'm going to describe what's going on during. So I'm going to play it right now. Okay, see Troy there. He's got cats leave paw prints in your heart thing, and he opens up a cat carrier, and there's a cat.
King of poop.
He's a king of poop.
I'm the king of poop.
He's dressed in a king's costume.
Poop. Here's my scoop. Yeah, I'm the king of poop. I'm the king of poop. Baby, 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 I'm the king of poop. I'm the king of poop. King of poop. Baby, 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 I'm the king of poop. Scoop solo.
Oh, he's got a pooper scooper, and he's playing the pooper scooper like a guitar. And he's wearing a crown thing, and he's got a robe and everything. He's singing the pooper scooper. You have to watch this video. This is a very entertaining video.
Oh, look. 2 fresh ones.
Ew.
I just got.
Oh, you ate it too. There's no way that's poop. That's big for cat poop, man.
It's got to be a Baby Ruth bar.
That looked like it had to be a Baby Ruth bar. I hope so. But then again, it is Troy. You never know. He could have eaten it. I wouldn't put it past him to eat a turd. How about you, John?
Yeah. You might eat
What's
a turd.
The king of poop?
The king of poop.
All I'm going to say is catty foo-foo's a bad thing.
Yes. And
yeah, that full video is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I know. We just played it, you know, the audio of it, and I was describing the video as quite fun.
Yeah.
Thank God he at least had. Thank God he had his clothes on at least. I mean, it's not like let's see do a. Now here's the thing. This would be an idea for Troy. You know, he did that naked thing because he had to get. You know, he's washing his clothes, and told you if he had the robe on and the hat there, and he had no clothes on and doing something with something along, he could continue he could make a series out of King of Poop. He really could.
Yeah.
You know, he could. I think he should walk around his neighborhood in his underwear, in that robe, and the hat, and clean up dog poop. That would be there you go.
Yeah.
There's an idea, Troy. If you're listening right now, and I'm sure you are, there's a sequel to your video. We just came up with it live here on the show. You go around. You have to wear just like an underwear or diaper, even a diaper, like a big Depends.
An adult diaper with
diaper, yeah. And what you got to do is then you put on that robe and that crown, and you go up and clean dog poop up. But of course, it doesn't have to be real poop. I mean, it could be whatever you're doing, and then you eat it. See that? There's your sequel video right there to King of Poop.
Yeah,
King of Poop 2. We got it. I think we just nailed it.
If he needs poo, just let me make some of my brownies, because for some reason, my brownies just don't. They taste good, but they just don't agree with me.
They don't agree with you. They don't agree with you at all.
No, eating one of my brownies is like eating a box of X-Lax.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I do want to thank, of course, everyone here for listening tonight. Of course, my panel tonight: Tony the Comedy Killer, John Sensel on the phone. Jen Mitchell had to leave; she had to take care of some business, as they say, biznatch. I want to thank Jen for coming on, and Jen, if you're listening right now, you're always welcome on this program anytime you ever want to be on here. So we'd love to have you back anytime at all.
Absolutely.
So much fun talking to her. She's a hoot. We have Jen and Deb and I. We've all became she's became really good friends with Deb and I, and she's a sweetheart. I mean, she was ready. I mean, to tell you, I've been home alone. She's been calling me. She's in Chicago, of course. She's calling me every couple, make sure I'm okay and I'm eating and doing. She's doing she's doing the good friend thing, making sure I'm behaving myself, and she's been awesome. She's such a great lady, and
I'm gonna eat real well tonight. I'm in the mood for a He-Man.
Oh, I could go for that myself too. Jeez. So it sounds really good right now.
That's like hint.
Yeah, hint. Yeah, you know what? I might have to take that hint up and go with you and do that. And that's a matter of fact, I probably will go with you and do it because I could do that tonight. I could eat a He-Man. Matter of fact, I will go eat a He-Man. You talked me into it.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. We're supposed to, multiple times.
Yeah, let's just go. I don't have to be up in the morning. I don't have to be at work till noon. So I mean, we can do that. And if you're wondering what that is, it's basically a big platter of breakfast food. I mean, it's like a pizza pan.
Yeah.
And you go and it's got eggs on it. It's got 3 eggs, biscuits and gravy,
a couple of pancakes,
or French toast. Then it's got that big thing of hash browns, those really nice thin cut hash browns. And then you get your choice of meat, bacon, ham, or sausage.
Yeah, I mean, I usually end up having to get the bacon and just imagine it's turkey bacon. And
just go,
I've got to complete it.
No, see, I don't like their bacon. I think it's too crispy. So I usually will do the ham because I get a really good ham steak.
Yeah.
I like those. But I'll get the bacon every now and then. But I think their bacon's a little too crispy. That's just my. But I like my bacon.
And I haven't been into the new location.
I haven't either.
They moved across the street.
I haven't either. I mean, I've been in there in years since before they, when they used to be the old place. I mean, I used to go in there all the time. And then, I might have to do that tonight. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm going to do that tonight because I'm hungry.
Yeah, and since Deb's not going to be back for a couple weeks, you won't be here next week.
Yeah, I won't be here next week. Next week, TJ Dillon's going to be in the captain's chair. Speaking of next week, let's preview next week's show, shall we? Not that.
No.
Nice.
Oops. No, I was trying to play this.
Baseball's hard. You can love it, but believe me, it don't always love you back. It's kind of like dating a German chick, Good hustle.
Hey, you want to play ball? Let's play. Say it again.
The Bad News Bears are taking the field.
You guys swing like Helen Keller at a piñata party.
From Paramount Pictures.
Hey, what time you get off work?
And the director of School of Rock.
I'm gonna throw you something called a screwball. It's all right, kid. You had a helmet on. Imagine if you didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Is he dead? He's drunk. Forget this. I'm taking his wallet.
Bad News Bears.
Are you drinking?
That's non-alcoholic. I'm driving,
You hear that, Toby? Drinking and driving don't mix.
That's right. You wake up in prison married to some guy named Big Blue, and he's branding his initials in your...
That's right. Next week, Billy Bob Thornton, Bad News Bears from 2005. So you guys are going to have a good show next week with that one. That's a lot of great clips in that movie.
Because I remember the originals. I said Walter Matthau.
Yeah, Walter. Yeah, you can never beat the original. This was a pretty good remake.
Yeah.
I don't usually do a remakes on this show, but I enjoyed this remake very much. It was a really good, and it's a shame they're not doing. They didn't do a second version of it.
Yeah.
Well, what sucks is the girl pitcher in this, Amanda in this.
Yeah.
Well, she died a few years ago. I think it was in that car accident or something. She died. She was like 19 or 20 years old.
Yeah.
But they did the movie. I mean, it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. And it's got Greg Kinnear in it.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of just the writing was really well. I mean, they didn't mirror. There's some if you watch the original, then this one back, you'll see they kind of did some plays on the original scene. They changed up the original scenes a little bit.
Yeah.
And they did some updated takes on them. They changed some of the characters. They made like the banker guy that wanted to start the league. They turned him into a chick.
Okay.
And Buttermaker ends up boning her one day. But but it's one of those. It's a good remake. It really is. It's one of the better, in my opinion, remakes. I mean, I don't think it got critical acclaim for anything, but I mean, it was a decent remake for a movie. Because I mean, I like the original Bad News Bears, but like I said, this is a little bit. I will say it's a little bit watered down from the original, but it was more for the 2005 audience. It was more. You don't see the kids smoking or nothing like that.
No.
But I mean, the language isn't quite as strong.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more PG friendly, but there's some pretty good innuendos going on in it. I mean, the kids do get a little mouthy. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not a bad little movie. I'd let my kids watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a decent movie. So you guys will get to salute that next week. And again, TJ Dillon will be hosting some kind of radio show next week. And I plan on being here later in the evening, towards 10:30, 11 o'clock, the last hour. So I mean, I plan on at least showing up next week.
Yeah.
I will be here. It just I won't be able to be on the whole show. So
yeah, from like 8 on.
Right. Yeah. So because I'll be I got to be at the regular job from like 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Friday night. And this is something we're doing right now between Dylan and I. I mean, I know there's a few people even ask, you and Dylan getting along? I'm like, Dylan and I get along great. I mean, Dylan and I work together. So it's one of those where we both do the same thing at work. I'm Dylan's supervisor at work. So it's one of those, there's only two people who can do what we do.
It's got to be one or the other.
Be him or me, and me and him agreed to switch.
Yeah.
So, which is fair, I mean.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be fair to him to say, okay, you do every Friday and I'm here, I mean, I'd rather just switch off with him. Gives me a break every now and then. Gives him a chance to, it gives us both a chance to work the shift and both a chance to come in here too. So, I mean, it's a chance for us both to still do the shows. So, it is what it is. Then we're working on getting somebody hired and in place, and once we do, then we'll put that person on Fridays, and Bill and I will both be back in studio.
Both be here.
Yeah, so I mean, because there's been some people asking. I mean, I do get Facebook questions, and then I honestly got to thank all the people that wrote and told me how much they missed me on the air last couple weeks. Mm-hmm. All both of them.
Yeah.
No, all two of them, yeah.
But no, I did get a lot of Facebook messages. People have been writing me, and they're telling me how much they miss me on the show, and I did get about. I mean, in all honesty, I probably get about 24 messages, which is nice. I mean, it's we're still building an audience here, But at least it tells you, hey, people do listen, and they're saying, hey, we've missed you on the air, and when you coming back, and. You still on the show? I'm like, well, I better be on the show. It's still my show.
It's Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Yeah, it's still my show. I mean, I gotta pass it off every now and then to people. So, and Dr. Doug just wrote me on Facebook. He says, well, I missed you on the damn air too. At least you were bowling for cash and prize.
Yeah.
I tried. Let's just put it that way. I tried very hard. I didn't get no cash and prizes from the bowling.
No.
But well, John, we should be cashing in the team event, right?
Yes, we're going to make some money in the team event, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
We'll see about the rest of the event.
Yeah, we'll see about the rest. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I mean, I go to make money in the brackets and gambling. That's kind of the whole thing. But
I made my money at a penny slot machine. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This guy makes money at a KISS slot machine, in a penny machine.
Penny machine.
He puts $5 in the first time. What'd you hit for that one day? Like $68?
Yeah.
Yeah. On a penny machine.
On a penny.
Yeah. And then...
Well, and then when you were standing there, I hit for what was it, 100?
Yeah. Another, yeah. So, yeah, he hit this machine, and he was just kept hitting it at the right time. And it's like, I can never do anything on those penny machines. Now, I'll tell you, I did good on a dollar machine. I played that dollar Wheel of Fortune. I hit for 500 I hit for 500 on it the one day. And I'm like, okay, cash out.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was...
I took that and played blackjack,
I mean, I've left, I've made 100 here, 100 there, because I only play like nickel slots when I play.
Mm-hmm.
The only couple of good times was I took my brother down with me to West Virginia.
Right.
We went to my favorite casino down there.
Uh-huh.
I played a Tabasco slot, which they don't have down there anymore.
Right.
I left like $500 extra in my pocket, which was a good night.
That's a good night.
And it came at a needed time when I was pretty broke.
Yeah.
The first time I ever played a slot machine, I threw a $20 slot machine, threw 20 in a slot in Niagara Falls, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
First time I'd been there as an adult.
Yeah.
And it was a traditional three reel, not one of those animated garbage things.
Oh yeah, I like the real ones.
The traditional reels.
I do. I like the real one. I don't like the video ones. I think there's too many things that can go wrong in those video ones. I'd rather play the traditional slot where it's rotating, the wheels are turning.
Yeah, and that's the one I used to always like playing, and they don't have it anymore there either.
Right.
They're pretty much going towards the animated stuff. Cartoonish stuff.
Yeah.
But I threw a $20 in, a quarter slot, and you would play 5 lines because you would do 3 across and the 2 X's.
Right.
I ended up hitting a double, triple, flaming 7.
Wow.
$1,000.
No kidding.
Out of $20.
No kidding. Wow.
Guess what I said? Time to cash out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Done.
Oh yeah. The one I like, I said the most of all the slot. I like the Wheel of Fortune ones.
Yeah.
Because you get the spin and then you get the bonus wheel.
Yeah.
And it's that wheel it spins and then you, depending on your bet, it's 1 or 2 to 3 times whatever is up there.
Yeah.
And that's the only dollar machine I'll play, because on $20 most likely you're going to get at least 1 spin.
Yeah.
I mean, and you got a shot at least making your money back.
Yeah.
Like I said, I hit for 500 the one day. I played it again another day, and I think I hit for 250. I mean, and I've had a lot of luck on the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the first time I ever went out to Reno, I played the Wheel of Fortune machine. Now, this is a true story. Then we'll go to break. We get there. We arrive at the hotel in the casino. Got about 2 hours before we can check in.
Yeah.
I had $1,000 in cash on me, all $100 bills. So like, what the hell? I threw 100 in this machine.
Yeah.
What the hell? First spin. I get the spin icon showed up, so I get to spin the wheel. Hit it for $1,000. First spin. I'm like, okay, there's my week. And it really was. I mean, it was like, holy crap, yeah. I like money like that. Yeah, okay, I'll tell you what, it's 11:31. We're going to take one more break, another clip from Space Cowboys, and then we'll finish our final thoughts of the night and get on out of here and go eat. So that's my plan. You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show, Karma Radio. We'll still take your calls. We're here another half an hour. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned.
Oh my God, Sandy, turn that crap off. Mr. Cartier told me I had to listen to the Ultra Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight on Karma Internet Radio. These guys are like greased lightning. They talk about everything. Comics, toys, pop culture, video games, ghosts. Oh my gosh, Sandy, they talk about the paranormal. Now give me a Royale with cheese and let me listen to the Ultra Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight on Karma Internet Radio. Oh my God, they're like greased lightning.
Hey everybody, Steve Jones here to tell you about the company that makes Karma Radio look so good. Neo Graphics in Akron. They can provide creative graphic designs for your signs, banners, posters, window graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. It doesn't matter what kind of sign you need, Neo Graphics can work within your budget to increase your visibility. Large building signs, sidewalk and yard signs, magnetic signs for your company vehicles. They offer vehicle wrap graphic design and installation on your car, truck, trailer, anything else with wheels. From single to full color printed logos, partial and fleet wraps, Neo Graphics has you covered. Neo Graphics can make custom banners for trade shows and sales or personal use like birthdays and weddings. Neo Graphics is located at 1951 South Main Street in Akron. Give them a call at 234-251-0251 or visit their website at www.neographicsansigns.com. Karma Radio uses them. You should too. Earl McCune, he starts where the others stop.
Sex with sporting goods. What do you guys think?
The world watches in amazement as he unlocks the secrets of Al Capone's underwear drawer.
Aha! Tidy whities!
He blew the lid off the secrets of Santa.
Stop it! Stop it! I still believe!
Sometimes shocking, always controversial. He talks subjects other talk shows are afraid to touch. He pries. He pokes. He digs deep. He gets the answers. Most of all, he gets ratings. Wait a second, what is this crap?
Join me, Debbie, and the Crazy Crew on Some Kind of Radio Show, Fridays, 8 p.m. till midnight on KRMARadio.com. You'll never know what you'll hear next on our show.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
What the hell you guys doing?
We're a team, Frank.
I want you out of here. That's an order.
Stay.
Read out my airspeed now.
500. Bring her up.
This is Recover 5. You're way too high. now.
Negative for cover. Alright, give me airspeed.
300, gear coming.
Gear down. Alright, there's nothing to this. Just tap the brakes a little bit.
Got into a stall.
Airspeed.
220, 210, 200, 185. She's gonna stall, Frank.
Speed.
175. Drop the nose.
What do you say we drop the nose? Wheels stopped. Daedalus is home.
All right, 11:37 here, Karma Radio, some kind of radio show. Got Tony the Comedy Killer.
Yes, we do.
Seth Metal joining us in the studio.
Yes.
And John Sinsel on the phone here. And we're here for about another 23 minutes, and we get the hell out of here.
Yes.
And go see a man about a dog.
Yeah.
And
dog?
A dog, yeah. Food. Think about food.
Oh, me too.
We're going over to we're gonna go to the He-Man breakfast.
I am not going to get a He-Man breakfast.
Oh,
they got enough other grub where we're going.
I know.
I've been to the new location since it moved out of the
and
post.
We do
so
gotta
to speak.
It's Mr. Troy Froman calling in once again. You ready?
Yeah.
Some kind of radio show. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Earl, it's Troy.
Hey, Troy.
Hey, am I on the air?
You are on the air.
Check out Mel Brooks was just in here. You know, he's been a continuous customer, and I showed him, hey, I always show him what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I showed him, hey, this is me on the Murder in the First. I showed him the picture.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, that's great. I'm proud of you. I go, this is me in the doggone Christmas. I co-star as an FBI agent. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And he's trying to get away from me. And I said, hey, you want to watch my King of Poop video? He's all, hell no, and he left. Oh, man.
I think Mel's trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
That would have been classic if he watched it.
It would have been something else if he had watched it.
Okay, so thanks for playing that.
Hey, anytime.
I'm sure I'm going to go viral with that one.
Dude, yeah. That is funny. That was. We were just sitting here watching it
and
again.
I just want to say props to Claire, and she lives in Scotland. She goes by Ootsy Bootsy.
Uh-huh.
I sent her the video, and she did the music.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because she's a fan of mine. She did it for free.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's awesome. So I just wanted to give her props for that.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, well, absolutely.
So one more thing.
Yes.
It's a Dog on Christmas. The director, Jim Wynorski, he had me audition on tape, and I got another part in his next movie.
Awesome. Congratulations.
I can't tell you the name of the movie, but I'm going to be playing a dumbass hillbilly.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You gonna fashion after Hilljack Bob, or are you gonna?
Yeah, it's just like that.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Who does the voice for Hilljack's son?
Who does the voice for Hilljack's son is my son.
Really?
Yeah, my son does the voice.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a Muppet. All right, I'll let you give the rest of your show to you. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, Troy, bye-bye. Troy Froman, everybody. And, and Troy, he asked me if we would do this one day, and I told him, looking ahead, Troy used to be, he was on Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
He did a few, like 3 or 4 appearances there, and he goes, yeah, you guys got to do a salute to that. I was like, you know what, I'll look into it, because we got everything's planned up until July, so we're going to be looking ahead, and like, you know what, we might have to do that, I mean, why not? Something to do.
Yeah. I mean, we got a guy that can tell stories.
Yeah, exactly. He could tell us about behind the scenes and things that happened and all the good, juicy, dirty details.
I wonder if he saw Kelly naked.
Elizabeth Berkley, or
we've all seen her naked.
Tiffany, yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah, we've all
Tiffany
seen her naked.
Thiessen, you know.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
Or and you know, it'd be really funny is if if it happens to be a weekend that Dustin Diamond's at the comedy club. Since I know the owner of the comedy club, I'd love to have him call and then try to arrange to have Troy call at the same time, because since they both work together.
Yeah.
So, because I think last time that Dustin Diamond Screech was around the area, he was, I remember trying to joke with the owner of the comedy club. I said, "What's this? His work release tour?" Because he'd gotten in that trouble for getting in a fight at the nightclub. He got convicted of, but I think it was misdemeanor assault. He had to do like 3 months or something, but the judge was letting him fulfill all his pre-planned shows and then go do his
jail,
time.
Yeah. I think I remember something about that, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm like, work release tour.
Yeah. Oh, I accidentally hung up on John.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. Did I hang up or my phone die? John, my phone died. Call to the studio line, John.
Yeah, I'm about 2/3 charged. That's about the best I'm getting.
Yeah, John, call the studio.
Mine's down too.
Yeah, call the studio.
But he doesn't have mine, so I don't know why I would bring that up.
Yeah, call the studio, John. Sorry about that. My phone went kaputzi for the night because
It's dead.
It went dead. So.
Dead.
Yeah.
Dead. What's our movie next week?
Next week is from 2005, Bad News Bears for Billy Bob Thornton.
Okay, all right, the Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, the Billy Bob Thornton version. Yeah.
I wonder if in this Bad News Bears, he doesn't happen to have a line like, I love me some French fried taters.
No, nothing like that. No, nothing like that. No.
I mean, it's like I imagine him in a lot of movies because, like, when he didn't he do Bad Santa?
Yes.
I had thought so.
I thought I heard they're going to make one more of that, Bad Santa, but I can't remember.
Who knows?
Oh, that would be great. I mean, and they got to have the little midget too, the little black dude.
Yeah.
Because you remember who that little black?
The little person.
Yeah, his little elf that was helping him out.
I never really seen that movie.
You know what? Here's my opinion about it. It wasn't bad, but it was set up. It could have been better.
Yeah.
Like, it had a good idea, and it kind of like, all right, what are you gonna do now about it? And they kind of didn't pull through to what it could have. It didn't meet expectations. I would say, like, it not bad. I mean, I know people that love the first one. The second one I heard was terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't see the second one, but I heard rumors of a prequel, like how he got that way or something. I don't know, but
yeah, I mean, and because it's funny because if you remember the little black dude that was in there with him, you also remember he was in Me, Myself, and Irene with Jim Carrey and Renee Zellweger, because you remember when Jim Carrey's wife left him in the early part of the movie.
Yeah,
he's like, I thought we were gonna eat whale blubber, and the little black dude's like, yeah, she gonna eat whale blubber as soon as I free Willie. We got to do a couple of Jim Carrey movies. If we go through, like, if you ever listen to my text message alert, it'll say, did you miss me? My favorite Jim Carrey movie is The Mask.
Yeah.
Hands down.
That was a good one, though.
And it's, and that was, that tone goes back to the old days of AOL, like when I would get an instant message.
Oh,
I would have it
remember
play,
those.
Did you miss me? And, so, I had the ringtone, and that was towards the end of the movie where he's getting shot up, and all of a sudden he's drinking, and all the stuff comes out of all the holes in his body. He's like, I guess not.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, we'll have to sit down tonight while we're grubbing, and we'll have to think about some stuff to do through July.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna hold we gotta have a meeting here. I think we gotta get everybody together.
Yeah,
that's what we can get everybody together because we're looking at about 2 weeks. Deb will be back.
That's hard to believe a little bit.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to her coming home.
I told you would.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm looking for. Well, I got so much on my plate now with work and everything. Dylan and I got to like swap off hosting duties right now, and it's like, oh, good lord.
No, he did his show earlier though. I know that.
He did his show, then he had to go basically right to work.
Right to work. Okay.
But next week I'm going to be doing the work thing, and then I'm coming in around 10:30 or 11.
Maybe I don't understand the bowling business. They need somebody that late at night.
Yeah.
That's when we're busy.
Because cosmic bowling and stuff.
Yeah,
like
all that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't even think that one through.
Yeah,
nighttime bowling and leagues.
Yeah,
and
we
whatnot.
get. I mean, leagues. When we get busy, you got to have somebody there can at least handle getting things like a ball return or a 180 or a stop or something along them lines. We got to have somebody in place. Like I said, I got Dylan and I trained, and that's it. I mean, that's. They're the only ones that can do the job, and then say I got to hire somebody else. I got to get somebody.
Yeah.
We're starting. We're
I'd do it if I could afford the pay cut.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to do any of that. So
yeah,
that's probably best.
Yeah, we got. Well, I got whoever I get, I got to teach. I mean, unless I can find someone with experience.
Yeah.
No matter who I get, I got to I had to train Dylan from scratch.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll talk after the show. I might know somebody. I know some maintenance guys that could use another job or about to lose theirs or something like that.
Any kind of mechanical inclination,
They have worked on bowling alleys.
Okay.
They have experience in that.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll talk to you about. That's
Yeah.
boring radio. I don't want to talk about that on air. That's boring. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about it off the air.
Yeah, we got 5 shows. Yeah, so it's. I mean, and like I had told the weekends that Dylan's off playing GI Joe since he's got his longer summer commitments or whatever. I'll do his show 6 to 8 because I at least know how to play music.
Yeah.
I can't screw that up since I know how to look it up now. So.
I can't. This is the last show in May.
Last show in May. We're into June already. I mean, we're going to be going into June. I mean, summer is full swing now, man.
And
holiday weekend this week. And
the mornings were awesome this week.
With
getting up. It wasn't like freezing cold or anything. It was like throw on shorts and walk right out.
Yep. This is. I probably won't wear socks again until the end of September. I know my feet look like I can. My feet look like I could swoop down from the sky and grab dinner out of the lake, but it's.
But he's right.
I'm a sandals guy. Your head and your feet are the two parts where your body loses most of its heat. So, I mean, I wear a hat every once in a while, but at least these things will let my head breathe, and I got to get my hair cut. Not as short as yours, Earl.
No, this is actually grew out for me a little bit right now.
I mean, if I get my hair cut short, or even if I had a cut like yours, Seth, like I used to wear a similar cut, just I didn't have it as long as yours.
Yeah.
I have a scar that goes from ear all the way over to my ear.
For what?
I fractured my skull.
Oh.
So, they had to sew it all back together, and.
Oh, fun.
So they used to call me Horseshoe in the Army.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well.
Made fun of my scar, but...
I forgot you were in the Army.
Chicks dig scars, though.
Yeah?
Got lots of them.
Oh, boy.
Got a couple here, too, but...
Yeah. Well, 11:48 here, Karma Radio. Give us a call, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. For some, we had a technical snafu. John hopped off the line. I told him to call the studio line.
Yeah.
He hasn't called back yet. He'll probably call back at like 11:59. All right, I'm back.
Yeah, hey,
okay,
Okay,
bye.
I already fell asleep.
15 minutes, but so it's like, so let's see here. The Cavs win it in 6. Everybody thought they'd sweep. Yeah, everybody I knew, we swept the first 2 series.
I'll tell you what, the way they started out, I thought they were going to sweep.
Do you believe, I'm hearing this from everybody, it's a good thing you brought this up. Do you believe they gave up games 3 and 4? Because I cannot see them doing that. That it was for money reasons, and they let them.
Everyone's saying that.
Yeah,
I know. I've heard that too.
I just do not see them going through all this and saying, you know what? Let's give them 2 games and put that at risk.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
I've been hearing it too. I don't see it either. I don't buy it.
Every analyst you can find, the players are going to, whether they win it in 4, win it in 5, win it in 7, they make the same amount of money per.
Yeah,
they're doing more work, and it doesn't benefit the player.
It's not so much of it; it's the networks.
Yeah, it would be the networks.
It's a network. It's a network. I mean, that's it's the network is losing
they're going
out.
to play. I mean, I mean, there's only been a couple of times where teams have entirely swept all 3 playoff rounds before they get to the finals, and then boom, they're in. And it's just and a lot of people are like, well, what if the Towns needed money? They would have made Detroit go 7 games because Detroit needed all the money they could get.
Detroit needs all the money they can get. Now, this is probably John calling us. Yes, it is. All right, it's John. He is on the line with us. Hey, John.
Yeah, well, sorry about that. You apparently had a technical difficulty on your end.
Yeah, well, my phone died. I mean, it's quite simply put. I mean, that's what happened. Yeah. But yeah, we're just talking about the Cavs finishing out tonight and going on to the NBA Finals, and we were just talking about the whole thought of people saying they gave up games 3 and 4 for money for the network.
No.
I don't know about that.
There's been a lot of talk about that around town here. I mean, that's I don't know about that either, but I'm telling you, I've been hearing it all over the place the last couple days.
Well,
especially after the blowout from the other night. I mean,
yeah.
I've been hearing a lot of grumbling.
Yeah. Hey, they have a full squad though this time.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing. Compared to last year, and Tony and I were talking about this. This year you got the big three playing. They're all playing. You got Love, Kyrie, and LeBron all healthy.
Yeah.
Last year, all you had was LeBron. That was it. And you weren't going to win with just LeBron.
And JR was cold because he was pressured more because they're like, well, if we got LeBron guarded, we'll go after the shooter.
Yeah.
Where now JR's wide open because they're going after other guys.
Right. He's wide open, and he's a streaky player anyway.
Yeah.
Either he's on or off, but I mean he's been really good. And then last year you had Delly playing a lot of minutes, and Delly's not a lot of minute guy. He's a utility guy. You bring him in for 15 minutes maybe if
give somebody a break.
And he's great in that role, but he's not a starter.
No.
And that last year
neither is Shumpert, neither is
right. And the guys they had starting and taking on roles last year, those guys don't play those kind of minutes.
No.
And they were tired.
The bench was terrible. Mike Miller, old James Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have Fry. Mo Williams is still valuable in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. He could come in at a moment's notice and play a great game.
Shumpert, they're not going to really put Mozgov in. He's done after the finals. He'll be done being a Cav, and it's going to be... I'm trying to think who else is on the team. Oh, yeah, then you have Delly. Delly's still there.
Yeah.
What about Z? No, I'm kidding.
He's still retired.
There was rumor he was going to unretire for last year, but he doesn't.
Come back with LeBron.
He's with St. Ed's now. So.
He's done.
Yeah, I mean.
But, and the funny thing, if you look into this scenario, here's a funny scenario.
Yeah.
Say the Cavs go on to play Golden State.
Yeah.
Say we win.
The Cavs will beat Golden State if that's who they play.
Let me think of this for just a minute. Poor Verjao.
Anderson,
Oh, you know what? Poor Verjao. All those years with Cleveland. Yeah. Can you say, you think about that for a minute. Poor Verjao. And it's like,
Andy,
the guy was like the heart and soul of Cleveland.
I think there was a plan to actually bring him back, and he skipped out. He was pissed.
Oh yeah, he was. He should have been pissed.
There was still a roster opening till a couple weeks later. They added that Tanko Jones. And then that Tanko Jones is a guitarist.
Right.
But they added Jones and they added another guy.
Yeah.
But that's because they were waiting to see if they could get Farrell and Joe
Johnson.
I
remember that. And he didn't want to come back.
Yeah,
he was pissed.
He was mad.
Well,
I forgot Richard Jefferson's a big upgrade from Sean Marion last year.
Yeah.
Marion got slow, but Jefferson, he's still alley-oops and everything for his age. I mean, he's still got it.
At least you don't wear that face mask anymore.
That was Richard Hamilton.
Oh, Richard, wrong one.
Yeah, Hamilton. Yeah. But yeah.
But anyways, if Cleveland does play Golden State, I'm just gonna say one thing right now: watch out for Draymond Green's front kicks.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, Van Gundy made me laugh so hard the other day. He goes, "Well, there was a play they were reviewing. They thought somebody got hit in the nuts. He said, well, if he did, it's legal now. So he just threw that out there. Like, he can't get charged."
Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah, I mean it'll be a great finals regardless of who the Cavs play.
Oh, it's gonna be good. I'm looking.
It'll be a 6-game series, easy.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah,
it has to be. I mean,
I'd love to see Cleveland actually finish one out here, and we need one.
You know what? Going the other direction. If it's the Thunder, the Cavs have always had the Thunder's not even look at the years LeBron was there in the 4 years they weren't.
Yeah.
Still upsets all over the board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think even that one year, the first year when we were awful.
Yeah.
I think they pulled a win against the Thunder.
Yeah.
So they've always had, and LeBron's had the Thunder's number. I'm not going to say it's automatically Cleveland.
No, you can't, and that's the thing. You can't say that because think about it. Think about all year, this whole year. We're talking about Golden State. They had the season they had, and they're on the brink of losing right now. I mean, you get the playoff time no matter what sport it is, whether it be baseball, basketball, football.
Anything can happen.
The season's different, right? Everything can happen. You're playing the best of the best at this point, Anything can happen. It's elimination basketball. You know, it doesn't matter how good a season is. You could have gone 82-0, and you get to the playoffs and get killed. I mean,
you get a number one seed, but that don't mean
it doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah. Look at how many NFL teams have won the Super Bowl from being a wild card.
Right.
Yeah.
Last time Pittsburgh won, they were a wild card.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Last 2 times.
Yeah, it's one of those things. You know, I mean, you get to playoff time, people step it up, and it's a different. They've had time to study the films and watch the tapes and whatever they watch. They know how to play against these teams now.
Oh yeah.
There's a difference between the. I mean, it's not a bad point. I'm not trying to spit on your point, but with football, it's any given Sunday still the.
Oh, absolutely.
Still the model. Where in basketball, you have a good idea who's going to win, but going back to the Warriors and their situation, they weren't rested.
No.
You see the Cavs from down there. It's like, okay, Love gets its day off. The next game, Irving gets a day off. Lou spread it out. He was willing to risk some games because he's like, look, we're going to the playoffs no matter what. Okay, first seed or not.
Yeah.
He said
we're going. We're in. Let's just go.
Yeah.
You know, let's just give these guys a break.
The Warriors were like, last game of the season, we need Curry to play, we need everybody to play because we want that record. I understand that's a big deal.
That's a huge deal.
That's a really big deal. But it's going to be interesting. I got to say this: the Lakers rushing to hire Luke Walton that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I believe he has potential to be a good coach.
Right.
But that guy, one of us could have been a decent coach with that team. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure.
He sat there, and I'm not going to say he didn't try or anything, but he could relax.
Mm-hmm.
That the first part of the schedule was actually not tough.
No, it was an easy schedule.
Yeah,
first part of the schedule was just cakewalk.
Yeah,
it really was.
The toughest teams was they played Cleveland once early, and then I think Toronto was the other one.
Yeah.
But no big what they didn't play San Antonio.
Nope.
They didn't play Oklahoma City in that beginning. Yeah.
No, they played all the cakewalk teams. Yeah, it's easy to walk all over everybody. I mean,
yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah, I mean, you look. I remember I'm at the casino one Friday night after I leave here, and that was the night Boston ended. My Celtics ended Golden State's home win streak. We ended them their first at-home loss, and I'm like ecstatic. Even because it took Boston earlier on in the season when Golden State was still undefeated.
Right.
To it took Golden State 2 overtimes to beat my Celtics.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
People are always like, "How can you be a Celtics fan?" I grew up idolizing Larry Bird, a great player
sure,
in the game.
I mean, that's the thing. Back in that era, I loved the Celtics back in that era.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone loved Larry Bird. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, Larry Bird was
one cracker that could play basketball.
Exactly. I mean, he was so much fun to watch. I mean, he was so natural. I mean, just the stroke.
Jordan Bird, that rivalry forever.
Oh yeah, that whole era. It was a different era in sports. I mean, it's
Magic too.
Yeah, I mean, just such a different era. I mean, now it's, it is what it is now.
Yeah.
But it's
it's going to get crazy within the next 3-5 years. So I mean, I know LeBron's going to probably will go downhill. It's going to happen.
But it's a natural. Go to golf. Look at Tiger. Used to be the golf. Used to be the man. He sucks now. I mean, he just. But
he's not having sex.
Well, no. Well, that's all.
He doesn't have 20 girlfriends.
I was just getting to the point. I mean, he's playing with blue balls. I mean,
But the past 2 drafts have been very loaded, and this one's supposed to be even better. That's what they're saying. They're saying this one.
And the Celtics got 3 picks in the first round.
I gotta give them up for that trade. When I saw they were in the lock, I went, "Oh yeah!" Like it dawned on me how they got there. I was like, "Wait a minute!" And I went, "Oh, the Nets are stupid. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why."
Yeah, that Russian guy that owns the Nets is probably kicking himself.
He wants to sell the team. He's been wanting to. He doesn't want him anymore. He's like, there's no hope. They're the Browns of the NBA.
Yeah.
Okay, you could say the 76ers, but I think the Sixers probably have a way worse percentage than the Browns if you did the math, to be honest.
Right.
But where the Nets have consistently got their fans excited, they changed the location.
Right.
They've drafted poorly, and then look at where they're at. Now they don't even have a draft pick for their poor season.
Right, yeah. Well, it's looking like it's that time, guys. It's about 20 seconds and we're out of here. But
I concur.
Yeah, it's that time. But I want to thank everybody for who's stuck out with us tonight and tuned in. Next week will be our salute to Bad News Bears from 2005. TJ Dillon will be in the captain's chair next week hosting. So I will be back on the air the following week. Yeah. And so it's going to be kind of an every other week thing for me right now until we get some things worked out at my regular job. So, well, for myself and the entire crazy crew, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. You've been listening to some kind of radio show on Karma Radio. We'll see you next time.